Yo, what's up, party people? I'm Brian Altano, and this is Mark Medina.
What's up, everybody?
And today we are playing the brand new
Yeah.
Fallout 4 DLC.
Came out today.
Just today.
Just today.
Like this moment. Right this second.
I'm the first one to ever play it.
It's called Far Harbor, and for the next 2 hours right here on IGN.com and Twitch and YouTube and Facebook and pretty much everywhere else in the world where you get your videos, you can watch us play this live, presented by 5 Hour Energy. Thank you to our sponsors, 5 Hour, for powering the next 2 hours of insanity. I don't know what's going to happen. I think I saw a cat. Was that a cat? Turn around. Look on the left. There was a cat right there on the dock.
In the water?
I knew it. Where are we going?
There's a cat swimming next to us.
What's happening? We're out to sea.
There's a little bit of a breadcrumb trail, but right now we are traveling to Far Harbor. I already did the trail.
Okay.
I already did that beginning quest. So basically a little bit of backstory is a family's daughter took off and she wants to live on this synth island, which is known as Far Harbor.
Synth Island.
Yeah, so we are going to investigate it. So the dad let us use his boat. So that's where we're at right now.
Now, synths are sort of Far Cry's answer to androids, right?
Yeah, they're robots.
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
Yeah, right.
Sometimes somewhere in between.
Sure. Sometimes they look like humans.
There's
Sometimes they straight up look like robots.
That's right. There's the whole morality wheel to all this. But I want to know about your morality. So using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive, you can do that right there on Twitter, or you can ask us questions on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, on IGN itself. So many different places you can communicate. For the next 2 hours, you can pretty much control us. Tell us what to do. If you have any crazy requests for us, we are going to be doing some very interesting stuff, though. We are doing a 5 Hour Energy 5-minute challenge. I'm not going to reveal what that is just yet because it's going to be insane. I've heard about it earlier. We are going to be doing something completely ridiculous with a specific weapon against a specific enemy, and we're going to do our best to try to kill it. Spoilers.
Ouch.
What's going on here? Is this a? These people don't seem very happy.
This is like our welcoming party. So they're like, hey, what are you doing over here? Like, why are you here?
Are we doing voices for them?
Yeah. Hey.
What's going on? Why you hanging out on my damn dock?
That's what she sounds like.
I don't know why I sound like this. I have a crazy voice for what my face looks like.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm looking for Kasumi. Have you seen her? That's what I look like.
That's right. All right, so that's right. Use the hashtag IGNPlaysLive. You can ask us so many stupid things, or so many smart things and dumb things. This is gonna be a good time right here.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, I'm very impressed with how this looks.
Yes.
And
So
what are you playing on?
Right now we're playing on PC.
Okay.
Which is it's a really good PC. So
which is the place to be if you want your games to look incredibly
really
well.
Good. But I'm using a controller because I'm not super used to the PC controls, and so yeah.
That's good. You do have that option now. That's a nice thing about playing on PC.
Exactly.
I'm more of a console guy myself, but
exactly. So am I. So I'm like, that's cool. I'll play on PC, but I want my Xbox.
This is a good shot of this guy's crotch that you've given us.
Yeah, well, that's part of the quest. It's like you got to look at this person in a very specific way. Nick Valentine, get out of the way.
So now the DLC is obviously it's story driven, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot. There's in typical Fallout fashion. There's tons of different things you can do here.
Yeah.
And there's tons of different things you can find.
So let's see if we can look at the map already. Let's see. So this is the map. They claim it is the largest landmass that they've ever made for like a DLC. Like, look at this. Like, it's enormous. So for DLC, that is quite expensive for DLC standards.
Can we take a look at that map again real quick?
Sure.
Wow. So do you remember? I mean, you remember how big the main game was? Is that Europe over there, or kind of?
What?
There's a little section of Europe right down there.
I'm thinking now. So this is Maine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Maine.
Yeah.
America's Europe.
I've heard that.
No one's ever called it that before.
You heard it here first, folks. So yeah, this DLC is a tad pricier than your average, DLC. But
Arden68 says they don't even see any messages on Twitch. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Nice one, Arden. We're watching. We see you. We see what's going on. We're communicating.
Yeah. It's hard. We're so many places. It's hard to keep track, but we're going to do our best.
Yeah. So you got off that boat. What is going on with this spooky ghost town down here?
So, like, we're getting ambushed by these bad guys. So
what's with all the... There's a lot of swirling smokes. A young gulper.
I don't see anything.
That is a horrible name. What a disgusting name for something.
Why am I'm like trading with people? I'm like, no.
want to give a shout out to Arden68. He still doesn't believe that we're real people right now that interacting with him on the fly.
Hi.
Arden68, how many fingers am I holding up?
There we go.
We'll wait. In the meantime, we're gonna shoot some young gulpers. just a weird, very weird name.
And you're making it weirder.
I'm
Love
not.
it.
There's no way I can make that weird. What is that?
It's a big gulper. It's a regular gulper.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna shoot him with a gun. Yeah.
So let me, Mark. Let's get a little backstory on you here.
Okay.
And not really when you were born or
Let me,
what your
turn some
marital
audio
life is
on
like.
here.
How many hours have you put into this game? Not this
Oh,
DLC,
Lord.
but Fallout in general. Fallout 4.
So yeah, Fallout 4. When I first started at IGN, I started 3 or 4 days before we were handed this game, and I played this game. Let's see, when did it come out? It came out like mid-November. We got it at the beginning of November, if you remember. I played this for the end of the year. I did so many videos, so hundreds of hours.
What were your first 3 or 4 days like before they handed you that game?
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Oh, really? So you
Yeah.
came into work, your first day, they said, here's Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah.
What they need you to do? Find secrets?
So I did, like, our first 15, all the normal stuff that I do now, but it was more or less training how to do, work our crazy IGN computers and all that stuff. And yeah, so I kind of, worked on Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then they were like, okay, Fallout's out.
Yep.
Play it forever. And I did.
We got a response from Arden68. He says, lol, 2 fingers. That's wrong. I had 3 up.
It was wrong.
Arden, I love you, man, but you had 1 job. So,
Count.
so you played Fallout for months and months and months
Yeah,
at
we
work. I
played it.
remember,
We
I remember
played it
going
a
by your
lot.
desk, and it was just you would get to work.
Yeah.
You'd play Fallout, and then you'd eat lunch eventually,
Don't remind me.
and then you would leave work.
I remember I was playing Just Cause 3 when that came out.
Right.
And people were coming up, and they're like, Mark, what are you doing? That's not Fallout. Get back to Fallout. Because it was the same thing. Like, people were just so used to just me grinding away at Fallout that it was just so weird to see me play something else. It was making them feel weird. And I've come back for every DLC.
And you got into a lot of stuff like a lot of mods. You got into a lot of like you made a lot of like weird glitch videos. You set up this monster arena.
Yeah, so that was like one of the first things we did a clip plan, and we were like, what's something we could do? And we were like, let's build an arena. Let's pit some monsters. It ended up becoming like a whole series of just pitting monsters against each other. And it was pretty fun. And then we're pretty sure, can't say this for sure, but I'm pretty sure DLC was made because of that show.
No.
Because it's called Fallout Face Off. And in Bethesda's second DLC pack, it was a robot fight, or it wasn't a robot fighting, but it was a creature fighting each other thing. It was like, make these creatures face off, and I'm like, watching you.
I like that. That's like Fallout Pokemon.
Yeah, you actually had to like catch them and stuff. It's really weird.
No one knows them.
Thanks for the info.
Now that I can hear her voice, it sounds nothing like the voice you were doing earlier.
No, she has a cold now.
She's like, yo, what's up? Hello.
Yo, welcome to Far Harbor. She has a very deep. See, that's, it depends on her mood, really. Like, have you ever heard Kanye on stage versus him in a very passive interview?
Yeah, I saw him in that Ellen DeGeneres interview.
So did I. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I did. I watched the entire thing.
I
was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I wish I could go to work drunk.
If you look at Ellen's face, she's just like, she has the blankest stare. She's just like,
Yep.
Security?
I'll be honest with you. Of all the places that you could visit in Fallout, where you could live,
yeah.
Why here? This is such a gloom.
Well,
what a sad little town this is.
But what's cool about it is you never wanted to live in Silent Hill.
No.
I love the weather there. I love that it's foggy. They have a demon problem, and once that is taken care of, I'm moving to Silent Hill. I like cold.
You like cold?
I like cold. I like it foggy.
Really? I mean, it's weird because I'm wearing a jacket in here because it's always chilly in this room, and you're in a t-shirt.
It's a little chilly. This is a button-up shirt. Actually.
It is a button-up shirt. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a short-sleeve button-up shirt, and you have goosebumps. You're very cold.
Because it's cold.
I'm calling you out, Mark Medina.
These lights, man, they make you feel like it's hot.
Don't ever look directly into them, by the way.
I know. Alexia was purposely standing right there with that light shining in my face. I'm like, That's cool.
So here's my theory on Far Harbor. I think that people used to live here, and it got really bad, and they're like, I'm not moving. Whereas by all means they should have, and they're like, no, I'm going to stick this through. I'm going to see what happens here. And I don't know if that would be, I would have the same approach. I think when you fall in love with the place you live, and I love where I live right now. You know,
Yeah.
it's nice. But if things went really bad here, I would get up and go somewhere where it's nicer. This is, I mean, there's a bar, kind of. There's a bar with they've 3 bottles of booze. They're probably empty, and then a pitcher for ice, and I think a wine and some what do they call those
Thanks
up
for
there?
the free
Buoys?
I don't know.
Buoys?
Oh yeah.
I like this guy's jacket. He's got good taste in jackets. What's up, man?
Yeah.
Trying to buy my style. What's going on?
They put you in the game. He just has more hair.
So that's right. For the next hour and 45 minutes, we are going to be playing Fallout Far Harbor, and we're going to see what kind of trouble we can get into. The stream is presented by 5 Hour Energy, our good friends over at 5 Hour Energy, and we're going to be taking questions on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, IGN, all that kind of stuff. So use the hashtag IGNPlaysLive. That's IGN Plays Live on Twitter, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. It's totally weird. I like live in this room. I'm not used to being the one who plays. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Here you go.
Play the game.
You know, what do you mean? You've been playing video games for your whole life, right?
That's yeah.
Have you?
Sure. No. I don't know. My first video game console was a PlayStation 2.
Oh wow, you started late.
Yeah.
Are you? How young are you?
I'm
Let's
old.
go,
I'm
long
28 years old.
Oh yeah, you're so old. I'm so sorry, man. I feel really bad for you. That must suck for you.
I'm super old.
Yeah, I
so.
can tell. That's man. Soon you're gonna be in a senior citizen's home. You're gonna get $7 tickets to go see Captain America 12. It's gonna be just so depressing for you. I feel so bad for you.
Hit up the senior menu at Denny's afterwards.
Did they have that? I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's
When
gotta be right.
When I get to the point where people start giving me senior citizens discounts, I'll be like, good, I earned
Fine.
this. Some people get very mad about that.
Yeah, it's like they're offended. It's like
Yeah.
you made it.
Do you want to spend double what you thought you were gonna spend today? Okay.
You don't want a coffee for 12 cents?
Doug Cameron says COD is lame. Great.
Okay.
Wonderful information. Not helpful right now. We're playing a completely different game.
Maybe they think we're playing COD.
That makes no sense at all.
None at all.
That's like walking into The Force Awakens opening night and being like, I hate bananas. Great, sit down.
Cool. Like, bananas suck. Let's go, guys. Everyone who hates bananas with me.
Walter NX says, I still play Super Nintendo. Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't have one hooked up. I'll play Super Nintendo games like on 3DS or Wii U or something like that.
I'm waiting for them to start a Throwback Thursday stream where we can start playing some old school games.
What do you mean you're waiting for
Alexio
them?
just threw his hands up in the air like he's been pitching it forever.
Mark, we are the music makers. All we have to do, we work at IGN. All we got to do is be like, hey, let's do that. Don't wait for things to happen. Be the change you want to see in the world.
That'd be awesome. Killing some guys with my little silencer.
Brannigan801 says, IGN, how do you deal with so many large games that demands a lot of your time? That's a really good question.
Hiring a ton of people.
Yeah, I think we do a good job of sort of like we said, we put you on a beat, which was Fallout, and you're still on that beat.
Oh, God.
Here we are.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I'm back for that beat. I've been off it for a while. Like, I was just on the Uncharted beat. That was a fun beat to be on.
Yeah,
I said the word beat like 30 times.
beat to be on.
Minute.
So what do you think happened to this disgusting two-headed cow? You think they're gonna eat that thing,
Well,
or they just put it out
I
like
could
art?
loot it. What is this? It had a magnifying glass next to it. Whatever, I took it anyways. This isn't my character. If anybody knows who Brendan Graber is, tweet at him and tell him his character's pretty cool. He's got a lot of guns.
The Aged says, why don't you use VATS?
Because there's no bad guys to fight yet.
Well, then who's shooting at you?
Somebody I can't find. I'd love to use VATS. I'm pushing the button. I can't find him.
Ah, so VATS, you need to actually see the guy.
He's just like throwing some guns at me.
What is happening?
Throwing some grenades at me. I want to fight some dudes. Why
See-
is jump triangle?
I was actually
Forget about
gonna be like, you know what? Maybe this town isn't so bad after all.
that. Yeah.
It's kind of nice. It's
It's
quiet.
just crime ridden like every other town.
It's off the main
Fallout.
road. And then here we are.
Getting shot at. People throwing grenades at me. It's like when I go out for lunch in the middle of the day.
I think the Brannigan801 says the backlog is real. Using that hashtag. There we go.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
Yeah. There
dude.
we go. I got the. Oh.
Man, and he died in front of his weird orca girlfriend over there. I don't think they're dating. I made up that up. I like to make up some backstories for
spread rumors
enemies.
around the
Spread
Fallout.
Rumor around the vault is that you married a whale.
Hey there.
Yeah, backlog is a major thing, but on the flip
Yeah.
side, I mean, some people don't really want to buy a ton of new games all the time.
Yeah.
Because, you know, games drop in price. Like, I spent $60 on Uncharted, and after a couple hours, I beat it.
Yeah.
And I'm playing it again this weekend, but still, like, when I'm done with that, I don't know if I'm going to get into multiplayer, but this is the kind of game that if you're into it, man,
You're totally getting your money's worth.
it's a bottomless well.
Yeah. One of our producers here, CJ, was like, he's like, I want to borrow Uncharted, like from somebody, play it. He's like, but when it goes down in price, then I'm gonna go buy it just because it's a game I want to own.
Right.
I like to own that. I want to own the Uncharted game.
I'm the same exact way. I'm the same exact way. This is a nice parked pirate ship full of fog ghouls.
Oh no!
Pasta fagool.
Pop this guy.
I think it's a girl. Or
Oh,
was.
oh, I'm
I
sorry.
can't really tell if it's a dress or not. It really doesn't matter at that point in your life, does it?
She's past that point where she gets to be angry about
That is a gender-neutral trash monster.
Yep.
I like the fog effects, though.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah, there's always a very atmospheric game. This is a weird choice. Can I see your character here? It's very interesting. What's going on? What are you wearing? You have white hair.
Yeah.
You look like a Mad Max Golden Girl.
I look like a character who's seen some stuff, man.
Yeah.
I've seen some stuff.
Yep.
Oh no.
Oh God.
I'm gonna do
We got some
third-
Twilight Princesses over here. Are there non-vicious wolves in this game? Ooh,
Yeah, I
dude,
know, right?
You wrecked that thing.
It's like regular wolf, nice wolf.
Madav7 says, no Naomi today?
No Naomi today.
Clearly not. Just take a look. Look at what you're looking at here. No. No. I mean, she's in the building. I could call out. She'd probably pop in here if I told her to.
She exists.
She exists.
Just not
She's
in this
here.
room.
But today you got us. So, you know, let's see if two wrongs make a right.
she'll be back Wednesday. Me and her are going to play the new Ninja Turtles game.
Ooh.
Which I'm gonna lay some knowledge on you, Brian.
Yeah.
And the knowledge is that I have no knowledge of the Ninja Turtles. So she's gonna be the smart person in the room on that day.
Wait, what do you mean no knowledge?
Like
of
I
these?
don't know anything about them. Like I never watched the cartoon.
You never saw the movies? How?
But you gotta remember, I'm the guy who hasn't seen Ghostbusters and Terminator and all that stuff, or Die Hard.
Where did you grow up?
Like 3.5 hours south from here.
Okay. And 3.5 hours south from here. Did they
Movies
not
just
have?
stop existing.
Did they not have TVs or computers or people?
Human beings?
You've never seen any of the Ninja Turtles movies
No.
or the TV show?
No.
Could you? If I held up pictures of them, could you name them?
I think I can name all four. I don't know what colors they are.
Dude, I want to get you on Up at Noon next week. I really do.
I don't know. It's too late to go back. I tried watching Terminator 2 the other day, and I don't know. I turned it off.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring you on Up at Noon next week, and I'm gonna show you pictures of the Ninja Turtles.
Oh no.
And I want you to tell me who they are, and I'm gonna show you their villains too. I'm gonna show you I'm not even gonna tell you their names.
This is
I'm gonna be like, who do you think this is? And I want you to explain to me who you think they are. SPW Plays says, no Colin and Greg today?
What?
Man, no.
Pretty
No.
sure that's a joke.
Yeah. No, they're here. They're under the table.
Yeah.
Beyond. What I have to do is I feed them a PlayStation exclusive every now and then. And,
Yeah.
and they
They're
stop
just down
talking.
there with
Yeah.
Vitas, and they're just
That's all they need.
yeah.
That's really all they need.
Some rad.
Wholesale Fail says, Mark lives in the world that happens in equilibrium. All art, including cinema, has been destroyed before he had a chance to experience it. You don't get that reference.
Equilibrium. Never
because
seen
you've
it.
never seen that either.
Never seen it. What are you talking about?
I cannot believe this. This is fascinating.
Yeah.
Man, this is a rarity. This is a...
Well, the story I tell everybody is I only really watched. We didn't have ton of money growing up, so it's kind of one of those things where I only watched the movies my mom had. And by the time I got old enough to be able to seek out any of these movies on my own, I just didn't care anymore.
So you only watched the movies your mom had already.
So, like, I love Back to the Future.
Oh,
I
'cause she
love
had
Star
that?
Wars.
I thought you were gonna be like Fried Green Tomatoes and
Oh.
Steel Magnolias or something like that.
I feel like she had those movies.
I was dating a girl in college, and she was like a short bus ride away, or just long enough where they showed a movie on the bus, and they showed Steel Magnolias on the way there. And
Did
then
you like it?
No.
You
And
did
then,
not.
and then we got in a huge argument when I was there, and we almost broke up. And then they showed Steel Magnolias on the
Oh.
way back, and it was like a Steel Magnolia sandwich with some trash in the middle of it.
Literally the worst trip you've ever
One
been
of just really one of the worst weekends.
on. Guys, guess what we got going back? You're like, no!
Guess what you get in the back? A little more Steel Magnolias. Matt Debnar on Twitter using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive says, "What's your favorite weapon in Fallout 4?" That's tough, right? Because there's like
There's a lot of good
infinite
ones.
combinations.
Yeah. The Fat Man's really cool, the nuke launcher. That
Why do
weapon's-
you like the Fat Man?
Because it launches nukes.
Oh, that's why.
Because I'm a fat man.
Ah, there it is.
Damn, Brad, outside it.
My favorite weapon is the Greasy Italian.
It
Thank you.
shoots meatballs.
I want that gun so
it's just
bad.
like a fat man, but it shoots giant meatballs.
Oh, that'd be awesome in like pasta nets. Oh man, that's really good.
Pasta.
Stop
I
it.
mean, the Ninja Turtles, their favorite meal.
Yeah, their favorite meal. That and Chinese
Spaghetti.
food.
Master Splinter,
Yep.
the sewer raccoon.
Yeah. Man, are you man? This is gonna be an amazing, amazing time in our lives. I really want to.
I'm excited to go on this journey with you.
I want to take you on a journey through the pop culture you missed. I really do.
Like, come along, Mark. We're just in front of green screen.
Yeah. Hey, side note, it got pretty all of a sudden. It's suddenly a pretty day.
Look at this.
Maine isn't always the most depressing place in the world. Sometimes that's Connecticut. It's mostly
Okay.
Connecticut. You never been to Connecticut, have you?
No, I have not. I was born in Kansas. Is that anywhere near Connecticut? I don't have a map in front of me. You know, I don't get paid to think, Alexio.
Did your mom not have maps growing up?
And you know, by the time I got old enough, I just didn't care.
Oh, man. It's a good time to be alive.
Let's see.
Leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
Whoa! What is going on here?
Watch your back.
This is okay.
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right, but I'm serious about the offer.
So yeah, we are playing Far Cry Far Harbor. No, Fallout Far Harbor. Why do I always say Far Cry Far Harbor? 'Cause I think that sounds like a thing that would be real.
Far Cry, Far Harbor. Yeah. I mean,
Although this game is a lot like that game in a lot of ways because it's open world.
Yeah.
And there's horrible things out to kill you everywhere. That's pretty much where the similarities end. Oh, and you can shoot them.
except for in Fallout, all the wildlife is already dead.
Yeah. Except for those weird wolves. Well, they're basically dead.
They're dead.
They're
inside.
radiated.
They're vicious. So now we are at Acadia, which is like a crazy synth brand.
You know,
place.
when
We're
I
gonna talk
first
to this
climbed
dude
this
right here.
mountain,
Nerfquake on YouTube says, Teenage Mutant
You've
Ninja Turtles
entered a
question,
place of
who is Shredder's
quality.
boss?
understanding.
Who is Shredder's
Peace.
boss?
While
Bebop.
you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as
Go.
I have no idea. Master.
I mean, that's kind of like saying that the guy at
I came
the
here
French fry
looking-
cook at
Really?
McDonald's
I'm
is Ray Kroc.
Few
Ooh.
would brave the kind of journey
Does
you
your mom not have a
pursue
McDonald's?
before you do, though. Tell me,
Matt Johnson says, dude, I never get my messages seen.
Don't give me that.
That's not true.
please.
Factually incorrect statement you just made because you know
Yep,
what?
yep.
We saw it. I read it out loud. I added enunciation
All
to
right,
it.
Dima. We'll humor you.
We're doing good so far. We have 90 minutes left on this stream, or 94 minutes left. Again, brought to you by 5 Hour Energy, our presenters today. Shout out to those guys and girls, good people over there. And we are playing Fallout Far Harbor, which
Yeah.
takes place in dystopian Maine.
Something like
And it's
Real
foggy.
foggy Maine.
And this guy's cool looking. What's up with this? He's got his curlers in.
Yeah. He was just getting out of the shower when I walked in. You know.
Maybe not now, though.
DeWaffle says,
later.
I'm fixing my house, so I
This
can't
is a
play
lot
my
to take
computer, so no
Yeah.
Far Harbor for me.
I
Well,
don't
no,
need you
you
to
can't play it,
believe me.
but you can watch us
I'm
play it
just
right here on
going
IGN
to
Plays
see
Live.
you.
Watching it, yeah. Now you don't have to play it.
Yeah.
We're playing it for you.
So one of my favorite things in the world is the idea that people are like, they're having a crappy day, or they're at their jobs, or they're trying to like sneaking on the side with their phone in the company bathroom or whatever like that. And they're tuning into IGN and they're watching us play video games and hang out.
Yeah.
Because they're in a place where they can't play video games themselves.
Yeah.
Like me.
So they're just ducking down somewhere, just like
Yeah, just hiding it on the low.
they're like,
Well,
yeah, I'll go fix the shelves over there. and
did
they're
you did you ever have any handhelds growing up?
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
I had a
You
Game
don't
Boy,
know.
had Kirby's Dream Land.
Okay. Did you ever
Yeah.
sneak it into school?
I
Sure.
remember
Yeah, so I used to do
being
that all
in
the time, right?
house.
I'd have my Game Boy and
The
I'd
day
be like, I don't need the
bombs
desk, and I have my
No
textbooks right
memories
here,
before then.
and you'd see me down there
Isn't
like
it
that.
funny how
Kids
just
sometimes
do that
you
with cell phones
feel
now.
like
Yeah, kids just do it with cell phones.
But we had to
We had
watch
to do
our
it.
battery life get lower and
Oh,
lower
yeah.
and lower.
Even
You know what it's like to
so,
sneak a
I
Game
won't
Gear into a
forget.
class?
Anybody got 4
will
spare
always
double A's?
But I can
And an
promise
extra
you
backpack.
Oh, that was good times on the
Thank
little
you.
Mhm.
green and black
Giving me a lot to
screen
think about.
right
I'm
there.
glad.
Yeah, that was
And
a
I'm
it was
sure you
tough times back then. You know, video games were a different
I'm
world.
Really?
It's a very
Yes,
chatty
I know
DLC.
how
Plus, I just got an
frightening it is.
email saying, "Does anybody
risk
want to
of
eat these
capture.
Angry Bird hamburgers on
Exactly.
camera?" And I'm just saying it. IGN is a really weird
I'll
place
eat
to
the
work.
red one. What?
I'm
IGN
sorry.
is
So am
only
I.
here would you get emails like that.
Was there any?
I'm gonna go ahead and say
So
not it.
Yes.
Yeah. No thanks. I don't want to eat
Either they
your
were
Angry Bird
escapees we
hamburger.
managed to find
on
before
camera.
the institute.
No, you know, I very specifically, so
I should get
I
going.
Of course.
like a couple times for this company have eaten horrible things on camera. The first time I ever did it was I flew to Tokyo with IGN for a Tokyo
Oh
Game Show.
no, yeah. So
And I ate the black
the black
Black
hamburger.
Whopper, I think it was called.
Yeah, that had like ink.
The Kuro,
sauce,
yeah,
right?
Kuro Diamond or whatever.
Ugh.
It has a cool name for something that's not just not. No.
That just
So,
shouldn't exist.
It had black cheese, a black bun, and
Assuming
squid
Nakano?
ink teriyaki.
How was it?
Incredibly salty,
Yeah.
but ultimately not super gross. But I don't really eat a lot of fast food in general.
Mm.
I'm trying to lose weight. I haven't eaten fast food in a while. Also, San Francisco is a great place to not eat fast food because most of our fast food restaurants here are disgusting.
And we don't have. I mean, what do you consider fast food? So like, would you consider like around here, like
Taco Bell.
like Taco Bell? We have a Taco Bell. We have McDonald's, but it's like, what about Americans?
My mom and dad.
Like, would you consider
No,
that
no,
fast
no.
food?
I think
Okay.
that's a mom and pop sandwich shop, right?
Right.
Technically, it is fast food. Okay, I'll put it this way: I don't eat fast food chain restaurants,
Yeah.
but
Right.
I'll go into like a mom and pop shop and get a burger, just because it's like I know.
I know.
Actually, I don't know anything.
Yeah.
It could be just as gross for you.
Yeah.
It's just tricking. It's tricking your brain into thinking that's the
Yeah.
thing you can do. But then I ate another. I ate a McWhopper,
What if I?
and
Okay.
that was we took a
Alright.
Big Mac
Okay.
and a Whopper. We turned it into this shame tower of pain,
Oh,
and I ate it on camera. Terrible story about this.
We should get
Uh,
to the bottom of this.
When we filmed it in
Demon is
4K.
putting on an act. We
Of-
need to know.
Yeah.
like
So save
all,
up for that TV.
like all eating videos should
Yeah.
be filmed in.
And I bit into it like you have to basically detach your jaw and bite into this thing. And they got this slow-mo shot of it. Yeah. And then a couple months later, YouTube launched this thing called YouTube Gaming, which was sort of their answer to Twitch. And they put together a 3-day live show at PAX last year. And they asked me and a bunch of other people from IGN to host it. So that Sunday, we took over YouTube Gaming for the entire day in
Awesome.
front of a huge crowd of people at PAX, and it was great. And they had me up there, and I was doing interviews and meeting people and talking to YouTubers and stuff like that. Great day. But in between those videos, they showed IGN videos.
Oh no.
And at one point, I was sitting there on the stage by myself while a large crowd of people gathered around.
Mhm.
And they showed my video
Of you eating the hamburger.
of me eating the hamburger in 4K.
Oh no.
And it was like one of those, it was like a nightmare sequence. Like one of those like going to school naked kind of nightmares.
So you're just like standing there. You just see people like looking.
They're
and then
looking up
looking back at you.
and looking at me. Yeah, exactly.
And then looking again, and then walking away, like hiding their children's eyes.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah, so they would look up and be like,
Same as us.
"Ah, who would do that?" And then they'd look down and be like, "That guy." And then they'd be like, "I don't ever want to see him do anything ever again." And then they all laugh. That looks like Brendan Tyrell.
It does look.
IGN editor Brendan Tyrell is in
He made it into Fallout.
Far Harbor.
People of
Yeah.
this island
Yeah, so that was
are
an awkward.
He has been gone all week.
Just
Now we
leave
know
the
where.
cult of Adam without a
He
home.
was at
Giving them the
Bethesda
submarine
doing some
base
mocap.
was a mistake. The nucleus,
Or
as
doing
they're
editorial
calling
stuff,
it,
which is more
is
likely.
basically one big fortified position.
Far Harbor had
I'm looking
cast
at these
them out.
Angry
They have
Birds
strange
burgers now,
beliefs.
and they
Oh.
They
yeah,
have
they're
always
not.
accepted
They're
us for
green
what
and
we
I don't
are.
want
red.
those.
It's just gotta
And
stop.
Professor
Just stop it.
Martin
Where are they
was a
getting them
friend.
from? That's what I
Well,
want
the
to
new
know. Like, did they come in a
confessor
crate into our
High
office?
Confessor
Yeah, I mean it's like food.
Tactus
They,
is an
well, I mean, are you asking how they're made or how they
unstable
arrive here?
How they arrived?
threatening
It's
Well,
like-
that's the thing. Like the
as
thing
long
about
as
fast
it's in
food is
Far
like
Harbor.
there is a race to eat it when you have it because it
Exactly.
it only gets
Exactly.
worse as the day goes on.
It only slowly liquefies
I can't believe
as
you never
the
told
minutes
me about
pass.
this.
Like it's not like a,
I
a
have to
salad.
wait
Well,
until they
actually, it's
become
very
a
weird because like
security
if you get
list.
McDonald's
I
and
know
you
how
eat
it
it in
looks
the first
hindsight.
20 minutes, it's pretty good.
But at the
Yeah.
time,
If you eat it
it
3
was
hours
about
later, it's terrible.
trust.
If you don't eat it for 30
I
years,
was honestly
nothing
more
happens to it.
worried they'd
Yeah,
accidentally
you've seen those
exact-
videos.
It's exact same
Yeah.
food for forever.
Where he like threw it, like put them in jars and stuff like that.
Yes.
And it's like the French fries
Allowing
3
me to
weeks
safeguard
later
my
looked
old
just as
memories.
good as the day. You're
Yeah.
like,
I thought our people
You're like,
would
what
be
is in
working
there?
together.
weird time to be alive.
Just how secure are the banks? How
Ah.
long do we
Um,
have? And what's
People are
in
wondering
them?
what system we're playing on. We are playing on PC.
the
Uh,
personal computer.
That's how it works.
Quit talking.
It's
The
as
personal
close
computer.
to forgetting
Uh,
something as I have.
man, this is good to be here.
Yeah.
I like doing these streams. This is always fun.
Yeah,
to
it's a
play
good
video
time.
games at work.
I've been streaming with Naomi, so it's really weird.
Yeah, I'm telling
It's a complete different contrast.
It's a
So
very
send
different
me
experience, right?
I'm like,
I'll be
Yeah,
in
we
and out
are.
in a day.
We
Brian,
We can't risk it.
we're very different
They
people.
know you're
Yeah, Naomi and I are very different people.
If you're
A lot of
caught
people
or
point that out
even
to us
seen,
But-
then it's
constantly.
they just walk up to you guys and you're like, you
Yep.
look nothing alike. And you're like,
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, you're very terrible at human
You've been
perception
working on this without
and also
us.
social skills.
came up in a private moment, Chase.
no hi.
But yes,
Ara
I'm writing a program that
Arakasak
will let you
I86
access
says,
and
I don't think you
download
guys are
my
doctors.
memory. It's not going to be like a normal hack.
Yeah, nailed it.
You'll be breaking
I
What tipped you off?
I would agree.
What tipped you off? Is it because people with bodies like ours walking into a room being like, I'm very worried about your health? Would
you-
be ironic.
Definitely need to start eating
Will
better
help guide you through it.
while I'm eating the
I'm afraid
McWhopper.
it's difficult to
Uh,
explain
Lola
without
says
seeing
99
it.
says, hello from Greece. I have 2,000 hours on Fallout 4. Well, I mean, what about you? What do you think you have?
Oh man, I don't know. Not that.
Let's do the math.
Have to.
I'm gonna do this-
Okay.
We're gonna do the math real
We'll
quick.
keep monitoring
So
the
let's see.
situation.
Let's see.
Let's go
I
off
only want
the
you
basic.
going in
So
if we have
40 hours a
no
week
other
Yeah.
choice.
times 8. I'd say I played this game for 2 months.
You think so?
Let's just say.
Okay.
Off and
so,
on.
40 times 8. Where's the 8 from? Times, that's how many,
How many weeks?
Okay, 40 times
2
8
months.
equals, that's 320 hours.
I would say that's probably accurate.
Really?
Maybe a little over 300. Yeah.
So,
I do have other stuff to do. But when I first started, it was literally nothing but Fallout.
so Lolis does 99 has played this game 6.25 times more than you have,
That's a lot of time.
which means his 40 hours a week was probably 1,000 hours a week.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's nuts.
I don't know where to go. I'm gonna run this way. So let's see here.
Let us know how you're doing. Check out twitch.tv/IGN. Leave a comment there. Or you can head on over to Twitter and use the hashtag IGNPlaysLive. Or you can head on over to YouTube. That's youtube.com/IGN. And just pop in, see what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're hanging out. We're interacting with the audience. And we are talking about Fallout Far Harbor, which is out right now. It's out today.
Feel free to
It
say
is.
whatever is on your
DLC.
Yeah.
Brian, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Well,
How are you
maybe
with
left
DLC?
some of your memories
You
behind,
mean like
and also
ethically, or
Not-
am
not
I good at it?
worried that you wouldn't add any to them.
You've
That
been
that
busy.
want to go back to a game that
I
you've
was hoping
completed.
you were taking your
That's a really good question actually, because I think there's times where I will leave a game for a little while,
Yeah.
and then no matter what happens to that game, no matter what gets added, I will never return.
Right.
Because I feel like I've been there, done that, right?
Yeah.
But then there are other times like I'm a big Star Wars Battlefront guy,
Yeah.
and Star Wars Battlefront, I got the season pass. It's the first season pass
Alright.
I ever purchased in my entire life for any game. I
Before
love
I-
Star Wars,
Okay.
and I have been back constantly every time something new. They'll add even the tiniest thing. They're
Sure.
like, hey, there's a new emote.
And you're like,
And I'm like, I should
have
check
to
that
see
out.
This.
And I'm like, oh, I can make my I can make
Children
my
of
character
Adam
do
on
this
the
now
side.
with a lightsaber. And I come
Finally.
back.
I'm waiting.
I think about something like The Last of Us.
Yeah.
The Left Behind DLC. I went back and I played that, and I beat it one morning, and then it was cool because that day Ashley Johnson came into the office, who voices Ellie, The
Sure.
Last of Us, and it was just cool to be like, hey, I just finished this thing this morning. Now I'm hanging out with this voice
I
actress.
played as you.
Yeah, I played as you. It was great. So stuff like that I like. I'm excited to see what, or I'll put it this. I'm cautiously optimistic and curious to see what they do with the DLC for Uncharted 4.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm not going to spoil
Interesting.
anything, but I really like the way they wrap that game up. So,
But at the
hopefully-
same time, I do see potential for DLC.
yeah, tons in several different directions.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens with that. I think in general, I'm okay with the idea of it. People think DLC, they think of it as like such a negative thing because it's sort of like, oh, why don't you just put this in the main campaign? But for a game like Fallout, there was hundreds of hours of gameplay in the main campaign to begin with.
Right. There's got to be a cutoff somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So specifically, Fallout Far Harbor. You played a lot of Fallout. Do you picture yourself coming back for this DLC? Have you come back for any of the other DLC?
No, I haven't. What I was really interested in the,
I'll get your memories.
which was the one with like the mech building robot stuff.
Yeah, it's the robot workshop.
Yeah,
That was
did you
our
get into
fir-
that?
I played it for work, and I was like, okay, that's cool. It was like a little quest line. You could build robots.
Right.
I turned Codsworth into a giant destroying machine for a video. It was really good.
Yeah, see, stuff like that's awesome.
He's like, hello, son. He's like a giant thing with 2 shish kebabs, and it was
Yep.
amazing.
I think with a game like this, and it's kind of the same reason I never really got into Warcraft, is because I know I would. And so I'm doing myself and my family and my personal life a favor by not.
But not. Okay.
Because if I open that can of worms, it will never close. Kevin Wenland on Twitter using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive says, "Are you more into post-apocalyptic or fantasy RPGs, not just restricted to Fallout versus Elder Scrolls?"
I'm gonna go with post-apocalyptic because I like the idea of a world that once was
Yeah.
like completely destroyed. Like it may not be a perfect movie, but like the imagery in Book of Eli,
Yeah.
like, seeing like destroyed buildings and
Yep.
and overpasses, and it's like there's this intrigue with fantasy where it's like I'm in a cave that no one's been here before.
Yeah.
But then it's like there's this intrigue with post-apocalyptic where it's like I'm in a house where a family once lived. That those plates are on that table because they put them there, and now they're just not
Turns
here
out
anymore.
Damon's
Nobody else has been
earliest
here for
memories
200
are in
years.
the
That's actually a
hands
very
of the
poignant
children of Adam.
observation. I like that.
Yeah.
He's
That's
afraid
a
of what
really
they're
good
going
call.
from.
I think like to move the goalposts a little bit on this one. I like the idea. I think I like sci-fi more than fantasy. And post-apocalyptic stuff usually gets shuffled underneath sci-fi. You
Yeah.
don't really get a lot of post-apocalyptic fantasy RPGs.
Yeah, well, it leans more towards when it comes to sci-fi. It's like because then they start building guns in weird ways,
Yeah.
and especially with Fallout, is because they use this alternative energy source. So it's like it is kind of sci-fi, yeah, for sure. A fantasy game that is gonna be post-apocalyptic is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
interested for that game.
Actually, that's a really good point, and that's kind of a mix of all of those things, right?
Yeah.
I definitely lean more towards like stuff like The Last of Us, post-apocalyptic stuff. Like The Road is like obviously what inspired The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Like, just amazing subject material. Although it's like generally a kind of darker, more harrowing place to spend your time.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
Oh,
depressing.
yeah. It's really hard to have a happy ending in a post-apocalyptic setting because you're
Like-
just like everything's still destroyed.
Like this game, for example, there isn't a clean thing in this game.
Right.
Every single thing in this game looks like somebody threw mud and poop at it. Like even the water is like you step in it and it's like you're getting radiation, you
Yeah.
have diseases now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. Yeah, I'm just not a huge like fantasy kind of person. I prefer Fallout to Skyrim.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
David Brander says Fallout 4 Season Pass is the first one I've ever bought. Fallout 3 DLC was the first DLC for me. Wow, so Fallout is kind of his what got him into Season Passes and DLC.
He enjoys Fallout.
I think it's a slippery slope. Do you generally buy Season Passes?
No, I never have.
Really?
Never have. I'm like you. I'm like, except for that you've now bought one.
Are you against the idea of it?
No, 100% not. I'm more to where it's like I played Just Cause 3 a lot, and then
Yeah.
the Sky Fortress DLC came out. And my problem with DLC is my problem with video games in general, where like when it comes to leaving a game and then coming back, is when you if you were to turn Fallout on right now, your save, would you even know what you were doing?
No.
And that's my biggest problem. Is you're like, I want to play Fallout 4 again. I'm getting that itch, and you turn it on. You're like, what am I even doing? And you're just like, nope, I'm out of here. I'm not going to play this. And that's you have to force yourself to do that when you're playing DLC, is you have to force to relearn everything you were once good at, and then just continue farther. And that's why I'm playing Brendan Graeber's characters, because I'm like, I need a character to play because I don't know what I'm doing.
Sure. To your point, I've always really wanted something for like. I wish they had this thing in every single game where if you hadn't played it in a while, or even if you had this optional cutscene that you could either watch or skip, no matter what game it was, that said, like, previously on Fallout.
Yeah.
And it showed you exactly what you'd been doing up to where you were.
Sure.
And just like a quick, like, 30-second mini-movie. And so you could be like, oh, man, I remember doing that. Oh, I had to get this key to go into this barn. I totally forgot about all that.
Or it's like, who's that guy again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, and that's why the Left Behind DLC on Last of Us is so good, is because it's like you're not playing as Joel. It's a prequel. You don't have to know. Like, oh, what guns do I have? Oh man, I don't have any health packs. Like, I feel like I want to just start over. It's its own standalone story, and that's an example to me of DLC done really well. Another great one is like The Witcher, because you could play pre-made characters that are like, here's for the DLC, and you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah, and I think like one of the things that people are kind of upset about with DLC, and what they got mad about with oh, there we go. Here's a little dirty monster frog boy.
Oh no! I'm using this weird silencer gun. I doubt it's the best way to be doing
no,
this.
definitely not. These guys are just gonna fight each other. Just don't worry about them. No, that he's coming after you. Yeah, just back up. Let them do their thing. Yeah. It's one of my favorite things about this game. It's just watching the wildlife go against each other.
Oh man,
yeah, this is great. We got a little war right here.
Look at this. This is awesome.
I always call these guys Merkelurks.
Oh no!
Oh!
Why? Why?
No! Now he's gonna bring the whole army on you.
We were homies.
Okay, hold on.
Now I had to execute you. Okay, here we go. So he took out one.
Yeah.
Look at their health.
You took out one.
Now I only got to worry about this guy, because he's definitely gonna win.
Yeah. I don't know, man. You never know. Something else might come out of the woodwork. Oh no, he won. What was that? Did somebody shoot you?
Yeah, well,
Somebody's shooting
I have
Oh God! What a bad way to die. You're gushing blood.
Well, that's what happens, man.
Well, that happened.
When they
That's
chop
that's the thing that happens every now and then, right here on IGN
forget that
Plays
you
Live.
have to pay attention to your health in this game.
Yeah, for sure. God, that was awful.
That was real bad.
So anyway, one of the things I think people are upset about with DLC is that people sell DLC and season passes before they're even revealed or announced, and you're supposed to just buy in on blind faith. And if you do, you usually get a discount, which you actually did with this game. And a lot of that is based on track record, really. Like, it's hard to do that for the first time. But if you have a good track record, like DICE does or Bethesda does, then you can pretty much know that you're getting into something that is going to turn out okay for you.
But Bethesda did something really interesting, where they
Are you nuts?
Cool bears.
You're
here.
crazy. You need a better gun, dude.
You don't like the
No!
silencer? Right. We'll see how this. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Nice. Oh!
Jesus Christ! Get away from me, Mr. Bear.
Shoot him.
Just like the Revenant all over again. I'm Leo. Ah!
I wish the bears were purple in that movie. So you have seen that movie.
Yeah.
'Cause it's new.
Leo's my favorite actor.
You would love Leo.
I love
the
Leo.
Ninja Turtle.
If he was in Ninja Turtles, they probably would have seen it. That was their bad, not mine.
If you're just tuning in, which you might be, I'm Brian Altano, and this is Mark Medina, and this
What's
is
up?
IGN, and we are playing Fallout Far Harbor, presented by 5 Hour Energy. And we are taking audience questions. That's you. On Twitch, on YouTube, or on Twitter. Any way you want to get at us, we're right here talking. So, do your thing.
Yeah. I am making my way to an area in the island so we can do a something. Hopefully.
Do us something.
Yeah, we're going to do a something.
Oh, this is a really cool area. I really like the way this DLC looks.
Yeah, a lot of people were worried that it was just gonna be more Fallout, but I think they changed it enough for it to be familiar, but still new.
Yeah, well, it's got that kind of like.
Ooh, look at this! A giant crashed airplane.
Oh, this is the plane crash from Uncharted 3. Landed right in this game.
Oh, okay.
I really wish they did more stuff like that.
Nathan Drake.
Like one game could crash into another.
What? He's like, oh, sorry guys. Nate, what are you doing, Nate?
Nate, no!
Get down here, Nate.
This is really awesome. Look at this plane.
Yeah.
They just dumped this in the middle. This is okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I would live in something like this. I wouldn't
Yeah?
live in that miserable ass town back there. But this is
You'd
cool.
would you just chill on the plane?
Yeah, just
Live in your own private jet?
I mean,
Finally.
I think my big worry is that you were like 4 feet from that plane. Was that war you just had with those purple bears?
Yeah.
So that's kind of.
I already
you know,
killed him for
concerning.
you. We're good to go. We're
So,
good.
so you've never been? Have you? What's the furthest on the East Coast you've ever been?
Me,
Yeah.
myself. Kansas. I was born in Kansas.
Never went past Kansas.
No. So then I moved to California in '94, and I've gone back to Wyoming,
Okay.
and that's it.
So you've only been to 2 states.
Well, we drove to Wyoming, so that counts,
So
right?
you've been
When
to all the ones in between.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been on an airplane?
I have not, ever. Never
What?
ridden on an airplane. And so...
Dude, I've been on 12 planes in the last 5 weeks. You've never been on an airplane?
Yeah, so we're planning E3 right now.
Are you
and
going?
And yeah, I'm going to E3, but I'm just going to drive. Because...
No! No! What? You have to go on an airplane.
It's not that far.
But it's the thing you've never done before.
Well,
Yo,
when they
no, we're
send
gonna-
me,
we're gonna-
when they
you're gonna
send
go-
me- when they send me somewhere cool. See, I want to
You're
go
going to LA to play video games for a week.
LA's not. I mean, yeah, I'm not. Not that I'm not excited. It's my first E3,
Okay.
but it's not that I'm not excited for E3. I'm not excited for LA. I've been to LA a billion times.
Okay.
Um,
Are you a picky eater?
I mean, no.
No.
Yes.
Are you like a fussy, fidgety person when it comes to certain things? Like I don't like this, I don't like that.
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
Pretty easy.
You're open to new experiences, is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
So get on the damn airplane.
get on. Damn.
I can't
it's
believe
not,
that.
It's not that I'm fighting it. I was like, yeah, it's cool. I'll drive. It's not a big deal. I want to go. If they could send me, if I could go anywhere, I either want to go to TGS,
Yeah.
or I want to go to New York Comic Con, just because I've always wanted to go to New York.
New York is fantastic. I was just there last week. I love New York. I lived there for many years.
So I want to go there, but the nature of my job doesn't send me a lot of places. So,
But this is what I don't understand. You have the opportunity for the first time ever of the nature of your job being like, we're gonna send you on an airplane at E3, and you're like, I think I'll drive. And they'll pay for the flight too. Like if that was even your hang up, they're gonna take care of that for you.
No, see, my problem is I haven't moved here yet. We're gonna go down this route. I haven't moved here yet, and so I live in a town called Fresno,
Yeah.
which is 3.5 hours south from here. So,
So where do you live?
I live in Dublin,
Okay.
but I live in Fresno. So every weekend I drive home to see my wife, and oh, sorry, Nick.
So you don't see her most nights.
I don't see her at all. I see
Throughout the
her.
week.
I will see her tonight, and then I will leave her on Sunday to come back up here.
Wow.
Yeah, I do that every weekend. So what'll happen is I'll go home that weekend, and then instead of coming up to San Francisco, I'm just going down to LA because it's right in the middle.
Right.
So that's my point of not having to fly. I would drive to San Francisco to then fly to LA. That doesn't make any sense.
You
So
know what you should do one weekend?
What?
You and your wife should both fly somewhere.
just fly.
Has she ever flown anywhere before?
No, she is not.
You
We
married
just-
somebody who can't even
just
tell
chill.
you the joys of
We
air
just
travel.
we just chill together.
Yeah. All right. You
Uh,
know, I'm not gonna mess your thing up. You
no,
do
I
you.
want to. I've just never had a reason to.
There's a lot of stuff I've never done before.
Yeah.
No, not really.
We've been married a long time, but I'm gonna talk about it on the stream. We just hit our 9-year anniversary.
You just hit
yesterday.
your 9-year anniversary.
9 years yesterday. We're gonna go on a boat this weekend when I go home.
What's so when you hit 18, are you gonna get on a plane or a scooter?
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll watch the Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles is gonna be. It's not gonna age well by then. The original, especially. I mean, I don't know. They'll probably be on like Michael Bay's 50th Ninja Turtles movie by then.
Do you like the new Ninja Turtle movies?
I'm okay with them. I think a lot of
you don't hate them.
no. I mean,
They're fine.
So here, my philosophy with reboots is that no reboot in history has ever been so bad that it's retroactively made the original version of it worse or disappeared.
Sure.
The only time that's ever actually happened is one of my favorite source materials of all time, Star Wars. The prequels mucked up the story in so many different ways that it never detracted from the original trilogy from me, but it did sour the franchise overall for me. But
do you like the prequels?
I like stuff in the prequels.
Sure.
I like a lot of the ideas in the prequels. I like some of the characters in the prequels. I think overall as movies they are not great films.
Look at all these
But
options.
oh wow, what's going on down here? What is that? What is that? No, not the ocean. Look, no, don't drink that. Why would you drink ocean water on Earth now? Let alone in a pot. What is that?
It's a fog crawler. Oh, Nick,
Dude, your boy just starts shooting at it. He doesn't even ask you if that's okay.
It's like, is that a friendly?
What
Nope, we're
is
just
this
gonna kill
thing?
him. I don't know.
Oh man, you shot him right in the tank. He's like, "What are you? Why? I was just hanging out."
The reason I'm over here is I would love to do our thing we have to do, which is
The challenge.
yeah.
It's challenge time.
Is it?
Yeah, the
Okay.
challenge today is we're gonna book a flight for Mark Medina.
Oh,
No, that's not true. We're doing the 5-hour energy 5-minute challenge, presented obviously by 5-hour energy.
Yeah. So basically, what we're gonna do
Mhm.
is we're gonna pull out one of the new weapons in Far Harbor.
Okay.
It's this little guy right here. It's a harpoon gun,
Whoa,
right?
whoa.
And believe it or not, there's a little guy in there. So what's the challenge?
There's a little guy in where?
right there.
Oh, I thought you meant he was in the gun.
No, he's not in the gun.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
you shoot a creature.
okay. So for the 5-hour energy 5-minute challenge, we are using the harpoon gun.
Yeah.
And we are going to fight an RV.
Yes.
What is that?
I don't know. It's like a bus or a shed
Okay.
or a thingy. And so I'm assuming for the challenge, what we're going to do is we're going to try to see if I can kill it in less than 5 minutes with a harpoon gun, and I've never fought it before.
Let me ask you a question about this harpoon gun before you fire off a shot.
Okay.
When you shoot a harpoon, do you have to go get it like a Nerf gun?
You do not. So I have a bunch of bullets.
Okay. Or harpoons, as they call them.
That's why you're on the stream,
Yes,
Brian.
uh-huh.
You're the smarts. I'm the looks.
That's right.
Let's
The brains
do-
and the brawn.
What do you think? We doing this?
All
right.
All right.
Okay.
We're doing 5 minutes on the clock for the 5-hour energy 5-minute challenge. We are using a harpoon gun. And we're going to see if we can kill this weird RV thing in 5 minutes. I don't know what's going on. Mark knows more than I do. 5 minutes on the clock, starting now.
Let's do this. Hello. Oh,
Okay.
I'm just out
Here we go.
for an evening stroll.
Uh-huh.
Oh, what's this little thing? I'm gonna see if it has any loot.
Oh!
What's happening?
Oh, that is disgusting. Oh my God, it's using the whole bus as
Look
its
at
body.
this.
It's a
That
hermit
is so
crab.
awesome.
I took
That
one of
is
these
so
things home in
awesome.
3rd grade and it died.
Ugh. The harpoon gun sucks. It can only
Oh,
shoot
it's
once.
shooting out more things. Hold on. So what if you
Whoa.
shoot?
What are these things? Nick, shoot these.
No.
Oh, why? Oh,
Get
Jesus.
out of there. Get.
Oh Jesus, this is a bad spot.
You need
be
to
in.
get out of there. Get out of there immediately.
Good.
Run.
I'm good.
Quick.
Bye,
Okay, so
Nick.
hold on. What's our strategy here? If you shoot this thing in the butt, does it hurt it?
It seems to do minimal damage.
This is seriously one of the coolest enemies I've ever seen in this
Look at
game.
this guy.
Oh, he's going back in.
What's he doing?
Oh, he's pooping out eggs.
He's doing
I
the
thought he
little
was going to
eggs.
sleep. He's pooping out eggs.
I want to see if I can take these things out. I don't know how the harpoon gun works in vats. We're about to find out.
It works
Yeah.
okay. Not great.
It took out one.
4 minutes.
All right, let's take out another little guy. Yeah. There we go.
Don't worry about these guys.
But that's what stuns me. And they give me the rads, man. They're giving me the rads.
You're very calm about this. I am not. Shoot him. Shoot him right in the thing.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Oh, no.
I don't like. Here's the thing. I love eating animals like this. I don't like fighting.
He killed his own little guys.
He did.
Oh Jesus.
Dude, you gotta watch
No.
out. He's got to
Get away from me.
get out of that
Get
corner.
away from me. Where's Nick?
Yeah, where's
Where's
Nick?
my backup? Oh.
Nick. Oh, he's down there. He's like dead.
It's like, come revive me.
Oh, 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Oh, I'm totally gonna kill this guy.
Nice. I like
Look
the
at
little badass hero.
Look at that
pose
right
we're
there.
doing here.
Here we go. About to lock and load.
Pig Sack
Boom.
on Twitch says, open its back flaps. Can we do that?
Oh,
Like the trunk?
Open up the trunk.
Can we open the trunk on this car? Oh my
Oh,
God.
Jesus.
3 minutes left.
Oh, get away from me.
I think you got this. I think you
Oh,
can.
yeah, we
Oh,
definitely
man,
got
oh, man, oh, man, oh, man.
Definitely got it.
Harpoon gun to the face.
That's it. He's done.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it with 2 minutes and 45 seconds to spare. Nailed it.
Yeah.
That was the 5-hour energy 5-minute challenge, aka the 5-hour energy 2-minute and 45 minutes second challenge, because we're very good at what we do.
Invited Mark.
High stress, high blood pressure right now.
Hey, what'd you think of that fight?
That was great.
Look
I
at
was
that.
not.
He's loaded with harpoons. You
Are
think
there-
you think those are my harpoons?
Yeah.
Why would?
There was a. I didn't know that was a thing.
What?
I mean, I do know it's a thing because in real life, when you have a hermit crab and it doesn't die immediately, like mine did in 2nd grade,
Here we go.
It moves from home to home, looking for bigger and bigger things to live in.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, oh yeah, there you are. Hi, thanks for joining us, Nick.
Great job.
Hi.
Nick.
Look
Thank
at that.
you.
Look at that little dude down there.
What are
twitching
you
in the
doing?
corner.
What are you doing?
Video games.
Yeah.
They keep making them. They just won't stop,
We keep playing them.
and we keep playing them. It's a good time.
How much time we got left on the challenge?
On the challenge?
Are
What
we
do you
still
mean?
going? Oh, what was it?
1:45.
I'm gonna see if I can kill him again.
What? We're doing it again.
Yeah, we're gonna bring him in. This
doing it again.
time, we're going all out.
Okay. What are we bringing this
We're
time?
gonna use. No, that's just the harpoon
No, that's
gun
the
again.
same gun again.
Use pistol.
Okay, pistol? That's not all out. He's like a grenade launcher. He's throwing his turds at you again.
I do have grenades.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Dude, that wrecked him.
Yeah, that
Oh
really-
no, I'm wrecked.
Back up.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Oh,
Where did you throw that grenade?
I threw it under him. Sniper while Nick fights him. Why are you trading with me?
You have 1 minute to kill this giant hermit crab.
Okay,
Nick is just
we're going
getting hurt.
silencer pistol.
Silencer pistol. Oh, he's pooping.
Guys,
Pooping
here.
eggs.
Kill the little guys.
He's pooping eggs.
Die. How much time, Alexia?
48 seconds. 45. Oh, you got this. Come on.
Oh yeah,
Grenade him.
I'm milking it.
Yeah, let's go hard.
I'm milking it. I don't have any more grenades.
What?
Here, I'll just melee him. Okay, that does nothing.
Crack the crab. Get that sweet
I've
meat.
learned it does nothing. Get away from me.
Get that sweet meat.
Yeah.
We did
it. Okay, so we killed him twice. Well, Jesus.
Oh, wow, that is a gross way to die.
Dude, look at this.
Ah.
Those were my harpoons, because look, now he's got no harpoons on him.
Oh, this is great. Look at the
That's
name of
awesome.
this company. It says Lobster Grill Family Restaurant.
It's like he knew it was home.
Yeah, he knew. He went back to see his mother, and she was gone, and he was like, I'll make this home ours. That was horrible.
So that was fun.
Well,
good
that was
times.
it. It was the 5-hour energy 5-minute challenge. We not only did it once, we did it twice.
That's
We
right.
did it with style. We did the harpoons, grenades,
A silence pistol.
silence pistol, melee. Yeah, we kicked some butt back there.
That's right.
Nice work, Mark.
Thank you. We did it.
We did it.
Yeah, that's probably one of the coolest creatures in Fallout I've ever seen. That guy is awesome. I love that they took part of the environment and made it into a bad guy.
Wholesale Fail says, harpoons drop when harpoons are used. The realism is what keeps this game alive.
That's
I
right.
totally agree. Everything back there was one of the most realistic things I've ever seen in my entire life.
How he shot at the little dudes. Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
I do kind of like that, though, that they were like, you're going to get your harpoons back after you fight this thing.
Sure.
We're going to keep that part real. Anyway, here's a hermit crab in a bus. Oh, man. That was great.
Of course you did,
S-Funk20 says that looked like my ex-wife.
Oh, man.
Hey, you know what? At least you broke up.
Yeah, it sounds like you made the right choice. As mean as that may be.
No, I mean, that's probably a hard thing to wake up to. I mean, not even just because it's weird looking, because it takes up the whole bed. And it's
know. You're like,
wet,
"Jesus."
gross. Honey, can you take off your bus before you get into bed?
No, I need it to live. Pops out, kids. You're like, no, Jesus.
Yeah, actually, you're going to be a father of 25 in the first 30 seconds of your marriage.
Oh, man. Wonder why they broke up. I wonder if he shot her with a harder poop gun.
Man.
We're going to head over to the nucleus.
Eunice L. Yayoao says, IGN be active in chat. We are. We're right here.
Yay.
We're talking with our mouths
Yeah.
instead of with our hands.
No.
because
What's the point of that? We're on
if I was just on a computer right now, it'd be like a guy on the phone you're trying to talk to. Like, that's no fun. You ever see like 4 people out to dinner at the same time? They're all on their phones. That's not a fun scene.
I live it most of the time.
Really?
Just-
When?
Well, I just mean like going out with people and yeah, it's just like
Not your wife, right? Because you only see her a few days a week.
no,
You
we
probably,
have a good
like, get
time.
off your phone.
Yeah, I'm like put that phone down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna go on a boat.
We're gonna go on a boat. So
Not
where
a-
is this boat
Not
going?
a plane. Nowhere. We're just gonna cruise around.
Oh,
Cruise
okay.
around. And
Crew around.
Crew around.
I was
what
like, you know what? You could have committed to that one, and I would have believed you because I don't know a lot about
the nautical life.
boat language.
You're like, no, that's what we call it. When you're on a boat, you crew around. Cruising around, that's for cars.
Uh huh.
Yeah, I just put on captain's hat out of nowhere. Oh no!
Don't go in the water in this
Oh,
game.
No.
Don't ever do that.
This.
It is
this
just good. Wow,
not-
this is beautiful.
this is
Look at
not
that.
Good.
That is so pretty.
And me dying. That's real pretty. Let me get out of here.
Kyler Klotz says, why couldn't the 1-year-old see the pirate movie?
I don't know what they're. Okay. Why?
Because it was rated R.
Ah.
Oliver Lisgard says, I love you, IGN. Please reply. I love
Nailed
you
it.
Too. I love you too.
Did it.
Very good. I'm going to make a prediction right now. I'm not going to read any more pirate jokes for the rest of the stream. Does that hurt?
Are there a lot of pirate jokes in the chat?
There will be.
Yeah.
Now that I've read one, there will be thousands.
that's
always
bad.
how that works.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, I lied. If there's a really good one, I'll totally read it.
I'm not one to pass up on a good pirate joke.
Seba Gamer Pro says, hi, I'm subscribed. Can you say hello to me, XD?
Hello.
There's a robot in the chat. Hello, I am Robot. I would like you to subscribe to my channel. Please like, subscribe.
Robot.
I came up with a name for the new Cher album today. You know the hit singer Cher?
I know that she retired a billion years ago.
You're ruining my thing. If she retires, she can put out a new album. It's called Like, Share, Subscribe.
because it's her name,
Yeah.
and it's 2016.
Yeah. And, you know, that's how you get the attention these days.
You are a genius.
Thanks, man.
That's
I used all of my skill points on stupid. at
that
a
was
very
real
young
good. That was
age.
real good work.
Pigsack says, what did the pirates say on his 80th birthday?
Damn it.
I'm 80.
That's actually.
You got everyone in the room laughing at that one. I said I wouldn't read any more pirate jokes, and then here we go.
Unless there was a good one, and they nailed it.
Damn it, Pigsack.
Oh.
I also didn't, when I woke up this morning and I said goodbye to my wife and I left the house, I didn't think I would say, damn it, Pigsack.
You just never know what a day
okay.
in the life's gonna be.
Man.
Oh man, that was a good one. That was a good one, guys.
Yeah, that was very good. Thanks,
I'm
guys.
interested in joining.
Thank you for that.
Sign me up.
Decisions of
I don't know what we do here sometimes.
Okay.
Super Party on Twitter says, using the hashtag IGN Plays Live, now I want crab for dinner. Really?
Don't eat one out of a bus. I can tell you that.
Do you know, so you live in California, do you know about the Dungeness crab scare thing we had for a while there?
No. Tell me.
There was a bunch of mercury in the Dungeness crabs, and we couldn't eat them. And a lot of
Okay.
people lost their jobs because that's a huge business here in California.
Their job to sell crap.
Yeah, and
Okay.
I think had we had that continued, we might have had a Fallout scenario there. Like,
Oh, okay.
where they grow up really big and take over buses.
I knew about the whole Chipotle thing. People didn't eat Chipotle. for long.
Yeah.
I don't know
Potato
why.
King, that's at Trogdor_6, who's a huge fan of all IGN stuff. Always
Yeah.
good seeing your name.
Yeah.
He's got an awesome little avatar. It's a potato with a mustache and a monocle.
Yeah, I see him in every stream, and it's
Yeah.
so awesome that
It's-
he's always shows up.
It's
That's
very
really
cool. And I like his idea that a king has a mustache and a monocle. That's how you
good.
like we know the potato part, but his
But what makes a potato
yeah,
a king?
his interpretation of a king is a monocle,
A
which
monocle
I
and a
love.
mustache.
He says using the hashtag IGN Plays Live, which you can do on Twitter. He says when I play at Fallout 4 finally, I'm doing survival mode with minimal HUD. It's gonna be fantastic and horrible.
Yeah, the new survival mode is in beta right now, but it's about to come out, and it'll hit consoles as well. Unless it's already out, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. I don't think it is. But basically what it is, yeah, it's like everything. Ammo has weight. You get hungry.
Yep.
You sleep, but then you get tired, and it's really cool. We made a whole video about like
Really?
how hard this game becomes in survival.
That's
mode.
interesting. There was this
Yeah.
game on DS. It was a sequel to an old Game Boy game called Survival Kids. And it was called Lost in Blue. and it was about these two kids, a boy and a girl, that get shipwrecked on an island, and they show up and they basically are starving, and they have to build a fire and then build a house and build weapons and just survive. And it's something that Minecraft went on to do itself as well. And I'm really into that. Like, you know,
the Minecraft. The best part about Minecraft is like the first day.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like living and I picture Fallout being the same way. I love that. You know, that first night where it's like you have nothing and you build a hole in the wall or in the ground to live. And you hear zombies knocking on the ground. I love it. And so I'm actually intrigued by Fallout Survival Mode because I like that resource management kind of
Okay, this is a joke. I don't know if I can actually say this one, but hey, we're doing it anyway. Swineboy312 says, a pirate walks into a bar with a steering wheel in his pants. The bartender asks, what's with the wheel? And the pirate said, it's driving me nuts. I'll let you know that in the room right there, we had a sensible chuckle.
Yeah.
A hearty laugh. A hearty laugh.
That one wasn't a gut buster.
No,
like
not a gut buster, but
maybe.
definitely. They call them a way homer sometimes,
Okay.
which is it's the kind of joke where it doesn't hit you immediately, but a couple hours later you're like, ha! I see what you did there. Nice work.
Indeed.
Edgar Sunday says Uncharted 4 joke. Cutting corners. That's what you're doing. That's the bare minimum you could put in. I'm Brian Altano. This is Mark Medina.
What's
you
up?
are watching IGN Plays Live. We are playing Fallout 4, the new Far Harbor DLC, which is out today.
There's a real ghostly figure person in it.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny how it just says ghostly figure next to
Yeah,
that
so
ghostly
basically
figure.
what happened is I drank some rad water,
Uh-huh.
and now I'm just tripping. I'm totally tripping.
Really?
Yeah. That ghostly figure led me here. There's some bad guys. Take them out.
Oh!
Hey there, buddy. I really like this gun.
Sammy Skeleton said, how did I find this when I looked up something else? I don't know, but I hope you weren't like on
Hello.
WebMD or something like that. How do I stop my head from bleeding? I'll just watch this Far Harbor thing.
Just gonna watch Knuckleheads play Far Harbor. The head thing will find it. It'll work itself out. Apparently, people think we're doctors anyway. So
Yeah. I
you're
always
in
think
the
that's a
right
weird
place.
phenom you see a lot on the internet is people asking message boards for medical advice.
Yeah, you're like, guys, help! My spleen exploded.
Yeah.
You're like, a forum is not where you should be.
Hey, my arms are on different sides of the house and I'm typing with my nose. My room is rapidly filling with my own blood.
Recommendations?
What's your album of 2016? Dark Shadows 989 says, I love building bases in Fallout 4. I am weird. Or am I weird? Have a massive base in Sanctuary with like 100 defense and like 30 people. IGN, what do you think? I think that's awesome.
I think it's not weird at all.
No.
The reason Fallout Face Off existed was my love for just like I love the base building in this game.
Yeah, it's super cool. I didn't get into it again because it's overwhelming to me, and it's like I stopped myself from getting into it because I know I would be hooked.
It's a deep rabbit hole.
Yeah.
They were like, build a base, and it literally took me like 2 days, but it was awesome. Not a base, the arena for Fallout Face Off.
You built that arena.
Yeah, remember when it was on Up at Noon? We did the scoreboard and all that
That's right.
stuff.
Yeah, so
it was insane.
It was so cool. You had all these generators powering the entire. That's like, man.
They told me to build a circle.
And you were like,
that's what I ended with.
That's nuts. See, and that's what's really funny about base building in video games, or like building a home or like a city in Minecraft or something like that, is that you have a vision, right?
Yeah.
And you start with it, and it starts like this, and then by the time you're done, it's like 10 times more insane than you thought it would be.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, okay, I'll build a fence, a circle fence. And then I was like, dude, I want some cool lights. And I was like, oh, those have to have generators. And I'm like, what else do the generators do? I can make a scoreboard, but I need more generators?
Mm-hmm.
And then it became the mess that it was. And I think you guys even showed off other things where people were doing pixel art with those lights. It's really crazy.
Yeah, people were doing really cool stuff. Yeah, people were doing sprite art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like old Mega Man and Super Mario Brothers sprites from like
Really,
the NES.
really awesome.
Which is like, I think there's something very like adorable and endearing and fascinating about gamers in general, is that if you give them the option to build something, they will build Super Mario.
Yeah.
No matter
oh,
what.
I know. It's Yeah, it's because it's like you think, oh, I'm gonna build something sprite based. It's like, okay, I'm gonna build Mega Man. I'm
Yeah.
gonna build Mario. Of course, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
I'll
gonna
start
do.
with something iconic that I
Yeah.
like, that I get. It's really cool.
Yeah.
We have about 44 minutes left on this stream, so
Yeah.
get your questions in using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive, or you can head on over to Twitch. That's twitch.tv/IGN, or you can head on over to YouTube. That's youtube.com/IGN.
Yeah.
Uh,
We are powering through this DLC. I'd say
SPW Plays says 1 hour in, I haven't heard one brat. Brat, brat. There you go. Hopefully that didn't pop your. I could keep doing that. We have 45 minutes left. I could just do that until I pop. I just got really excited about something.
what?
It's Friday. That's awesome. You know what that means? That means that we don't have anything to do tomorrow.
Ooh, you know what that means?
What?
We can go downstairs and go to our security guard and be like, yeah.
Yeah, so
he really loves
Man,
Friday.
this is really awesome. I'm gonna tell a really funny story about this. So we have a really, really wonderful, really cool security guard downstairs named Jerry.
Yeah.
And on the way in and out of the building, he will always tell you the day that's coming up, or if it's Friday, the day that it is.
Oh yeah.
So if it's
yeah.
Thursday, he goes, "See you tomorrow, Friday."
Yeah. No, he'll do it on like
Yeah,
Tuesday.
Friday.
He's like Tuesday.
Yeah.
3 more days till Friday.
Yep. So one time,
Love it.
This is what I love is when the weekend's coming around. On top of the calendar, sometimes if you're lucky, you get a little bit of movie news. Like the other day, he goes, "Tomorrow, Friday, X-Men Apocalypse."
Woo!
And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And I go, "Magneto," and he goes, "Wolverine," and I was like, "Gambit," and he was like, "Jubilee," and I was like, "Quicksilver." And then I walked outside because we could have done that for the rest of our lives. There are literally hundreds of X-Men
Just
characters.
saying different X-Mans.
One time I walked out and he goes, "Wednesday," and we were like, "It's Monday, Jerry."
Oh no.
But a broken clock is right even twice a day. So,
Right,
but
twice.
yeah, it's good to have that energy. But yeah, I
I
just got
love
very
it.
excited.
I love it. I love coming into work and he's
It's-
like, yeah, and
Do
you're
you-
like,
So do you get excited for Fridays even though you're gonna leave here and get in the car and go 3.5 hours
Right.
drive?
yeah.
Do you park here?
Absolutely. Yeah, I drive here.
You drive here.
I drive to work.
Okay.
Yeah. We carpool, a bunch of us.
Oh sweet.
Yeah.
Who? You and who else?
Me and Brandon and Michael Quinn and Destin and Derek and Brian Malkowicz. I just named a lot of people.
What is your car? Do you drive a bus?
Just everybody from the East Bay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so.
That'd be awesome. Oh, and Vince. Vince is part of our carpool now.
Okay, now
we
you-
ended up splitting the carpool in half.
Okay.
So now it's me, Brandon, and Vince. We drive in together.
Do they all chip in on parking?
Absolutely.
Oh,
'Cause parking is super expensive here.
How much is parking a month here?
I don't know, a month. We should probably look into that.
Well, how much is it a year?
No, it's a day. We pay $17 a day to park in San Francisco.
You don't park in the office? There's a garage downstairs, right?
No, that's where we park.
They charge you $17 a day to park downstairs at
Yeah.
your job?
Downstairs, it costs $17 a day.
This is why,
There's no justice.
well, is there a yearly deal?
There's a monthly deal. But if you miss one day, it becomes not worth it. So, the monthly thing makes it where it's $15 a day. But if you
Oh.
don't come to work one day, it's no longer worth it.
What?
You no longer saved money.
That's
So,
ridiculous.
I'm like, no, I'm not paying for that monthly.
That's completely ridiculous.
Yeah, it's super expensive. That's San Francisco for you. You live here. You know the prices. I'm gonna go out to dinner.
Oh, no,
Goodbye
it's-
for $350.
It's completely ridiculous to me because I feel like it's the kind of city. It's why last year people were giving me a lot of smack for buying the Star Wars Battlefront season pass for $50. It's like you wasted $50, and I was like, you don't know what kind of city I live in.
Pardon me, but
It costs $15 for a sandwich across the street from this place.
Yeah.
It's a good sandwich.
Oh yeah,
It's
very
a
good.
great sandwich. But $15 for a sandwich?
It's the world we live in.
Is that a pip?
It's a world we live in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Heard of a vault dweller joining the show.
Yeah, San Fran is the most expensive place in America. I believe we beat New York. Yay. Love it.
Why do you think the citizens of Far Harbor
Supposed
reject
to go. I'm supposed to be doing something right now. And instead, I'm just walking around like a crazy person.
I know he will come. He will be with me.
What's wrong with your hair?
Yeah, this is a terrifying little place you've brought us to.
Yeah. I don't like it.
Is this like a nightmare
No,
apocalypse church?
So this is a submarine,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called the Nucleus.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I thought the Nucleus was when you make a plate of nachos, that one chip that held all the cheese together. You know what I'm saying?
What?
You
Is
know
that
how,
a
like,
thing?
You know, like every plate of nachos, it's like here's some nachos here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
But then there's the nucleus.
Well, and you reach, there's like, it's sort of like it's like reverse Jenga, where
Yeah.
people reach into
How
it,
do you think
and
the
instead of
High
pulling out
Professor
pieces,
speaks
you
to
lose.
Yeah.
Through the
When
voice of
if we pull out that piece, you win.
Or do
Yeah,
you think
but it's
he
like
has
Because no one
don't-
can stop you.
Yeah, but you don't go straight for the nucleus. That's
Have you seen
disrespectful.
Adam's
You
Veil?
eat around the nucleus and you respect the nucleus.
Well, sometimes you don't know you're actually reaching for it.
Yeah. All of a sudden you just pull out this
Yeah.
chip filled with garbage and you're like, thank God, I did it.
I really want nachos for dinner. You know what's weird? Like,
Caution, sister.
it's hard to
Last
justify
time you tried to
nachos as
claim the
dinner
secrets within.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's like an appetizer. It's
depends
always
on
an
how much
appetizer.
meat you put on them.
Well, that's the thing. So if I took all of the things that went into nachos, I could construct a dinner that you would unquestionably be like, that's dinner.
Yeah.
Like if I took corn tortillas, right, and I put cheese and meat and salsa and whatever the hell else you want to put on nachos into them, you'd be like, oh, he's having tacos for dinner. Totally. Got it. I love this scene from the Resident Evil movie that we're walking through right now, by the way.
Is it going to become a grid and just
And
cut
just
me into
slice
a
you into
million
pieces,
pieces?
into nacho meat. But if I take all those things and I put them on a plate and I heat them up in the oven or a microwave and I say I had nachos for dinner, people will be like, is everything okay? Like, you can't just have nachos for dinner.
You could just have nachos. That's not what you do.
But if I have nachos before dinner, people are like, that's fine.
Oh, sure.
Which they're okay with me doubling the intake of food that I was going to have. That makes no sense.
Well, it's like that whole thing where it's like you buy a 20-ounce soda.
Yeah.
And that's okay, but if you drink 2 cans of soda in somebody's presence, they're like, "Man, you're putting down a lot of soda
Yeah,
right now."
yeah. But if you got a
But
you
if
got
you
a big
buy like
bottle,
a 1 liter, that's okay.
yep,
That's
yep.
fine.
We did this thing at home where I'll order pizza. Spoilers, if you couldn't tell by looking at my face and body. And I'll eat a few slices because my philosophy with pizza is that when you get pizza, you have to at least eat 2 slices. You can't have 1 slice of pizza.
Right.
It doesn't mean anything.
It's like Lay's potato chips.
And I'll tell you that what happens with me with pizza is I'll order a pie, and spoilers, that's what we call it on the East Coast. When I first moved to California, I was like, let's get a pie to a bunch of people, and they're like, why would we have pie for dinner? I'm like, what? A pizza pie?
What do you call soda?
Soda.
Okay.
I don't call it pop.
I didn't know if you were one of those pop words.
No, because that makes no sense. Can I have a pop? Which one? Any one you have. Like, I specifically say, I also don't just say, can I have a soda? I go, can I have a Coke? Can I have a Sprite?
You're very specific on
Yeah.
what kind of soda you want.
So when I get pizza, the first slice is one that I enjoy and I love and I savor. Because it's amazing. I've been thinking about it all day. It's been taking a long time to get the pizza delivered. It's hot. It smells amazing. It's wonderful. It's delicious. The second slice, I have no recollection of whatsoever. It happens, but it doesn't actually happen. Like it's there. I ate it. It's in me now. It's part of my body, but I don't remember doing it. Do you have that feeling where you?
I have that feeling when I drive a lot.
Yeah.
I drive somewhere and then I'm like, I don't remember. I hope I stopped at red lights. 'Cause I don't remember a damn thing.
And the third slice I remember because the third slice is when I start to question if it's the last slice. The third slice is when I go, is this going to be the last one I'm eating?
Is this it?
Is this it? And that's like that. My ultimate weight loss trick that I've learned over the last few years, trying to lose some weight, is that when you have that question on the third slice, rather than the fourth or fifth, you can lose some weight. If you have that question on the fourth slice, it's not happening.
You're
Don't
done.
worry about it. But enjoy your pizza. It's going to be great. But on the third slice is when I start being like, I think this might be it. I think this is going to be my last one.
We're going to do it.
I don't think I need a fourth.
I'm going to have the self-control to, hey, look, Beyond.
Beyond!
Beyond.
But my wife will do a thing where she'll get up and she'll take a pizza slice and cut it in half with scissors like a savage. And she'll eat a half of a pizza slice. And I'm like, you and I both know what's going to happen in 10 minutes. You're going to eat the other half of that pizza slice.
Yeah.
So you might be mentally tricking yourself into thinking that you're eating better than me. You're not. You're just doing it slower.
No one's falling.
No one's falling for that trick.
It's like when they get a cookie and they break it into
Yep.
a million pieces.
Wholesale Phil says, my problem is in the South, they call every pop or soda a Coke. That's so bizarre to me.
That's weird.
It's so weird. Can I get a Sprite Coke? What? What does that even mean?
Finally.
Can I get a Coke Club Soda? Kanzakage says, I never thought I'd learn one weird weight loss trick from Brian.
That's been weight loss with Brian.
Exactly.
Buy his DVD. How do I make this go online? I haven't been paying attention.
Yep.
That is real bad news.
Yeah, apparently, Kanzakage also says nachos are dinner. You just eat 2 plates. Boom, dinner. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you missed the point of that conversation. It's less about the quantity and more about, like,
when you're doing it.
oh, yeah, or what the type of food actually is.
For what occasion? Yeah.
Well, because it's like, well, it's weird. Like, do you ever eat at a Spanish restaurant?
Sure.
They have things called tapas, and tapas are great because they're like small plates and you can fill up on them. You can have like 12 or 10 or 5 small plates, and everything goes well. And no one ever questions you for eating like 7 appetizers and calling it dinner. But
Yeah.
if I do that anywhere else, people are like, "That's not dinner. You just had a bunch of apps."
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think we have to say goodbye to a certain stream.
really?
Yeah.
We're done?
No. So we have to say goodbye to Facebook. Facebook is now, is it that time? It is that time. So thank you, everybody that is watching on Facebook. We're
Yeah.
continuing the stream for 30 more, or actually 38 more minutes on Twitch.
Yeah,
TV/IGN.
I will add, and this is sad news, this Facebook itself is also ending now. This is the end of the website Facebook.
We've done it.
So
we
you
shut
have
her down.
You have 3 minutes to like all of your aunt's racist posts and stalk your ex from high school. 3 minutes, and then Facebook's getting shut down. Mark Zuckerberg's taking your money, and he's going to go play Farmville by himself with his wife forever.
What he's
No,
always
thanks for
wanted.
tuning in, Facebook. We're going to keep the party going on IGN, on Twitch, and on YouTube, and on Twitter using the hashtag IGNPlaysLive.
Yeah.
Again, thank you to our presenter, 5 Hour Energy, who's just been awesome, letting us do wonderful things today, like fight a crab with a harpoon gun. Didn't think that was going to happen today when I
Yeah.
woke up, and
So,
I'm very glad it did.
Yeah. Thank you, Facebook. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Are they gone? All right, Facebook is gone. We can talk now. Facebook, what's going on over there? Seriously, I don't understand. They used to be about interacting with friends and family, and now it's just weird articles being posted and, and things that I'll never believe that my doctor doesn't want me to know.
No, you know what Facebook is filled with now?
Garbage?
Those those cooking videos.
Yeah, tons.
Where it's like the top view and it's like somebody making something
Yeah.
tasty. Yeah. And I'm like, sometimes I'm interested and I never want to care.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, what are you going to do with that meatball? So that I
Well,
have to watch.
Yeah, I watch it because it's like watching a slow magic trick. You know?
They're turning average food and making it into something amazing.
But it's also like, I can't imagine watching one of those videos and trying to cook to it. And I'm like, okay, step 1. And I just start throwing all the stuff
Going
in the
too
bowl.
fast.
You're going way too fast for me.
My arms aren't as fast as yours. If anybody knows how to power on this thing, man, I don't know what to do.
Arden68 on Twitch says, quit talking about food. You're making me hungry. Talking about food. That was his whole comment. Quit talking about food. You're making me hungry talking about food.
Fun fact about streaming on IGN.
Dude.
If you choose to stream, you have to basically skip lunch. I had to set the stream up and all that good stuff. So,
Yep.
So, yeah. That's why we talk about food.
I think you'll be okay.
The first thing I do once I'm out of here
Yep.
is finding food.
I really like that robot you just fought, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a really awesome looking robot.
Okay. What's up, Nick? I'm going to save it. Is it bugged out?
35 minutes left in the stream. We are mucking around in this basement dungeon nightmare of town.
Yeah, so I'm trying to enter the VR simulator.
Mhm.
The power's not on. And I don't know what that means or what I can do about it. So I'm just running around like crazy. I'm trying to figure out how to turn the power on. So I want to do the thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. All right, so we'll turn this. We're going to turn this beater on. Got to hack it again.
Yep.
Of course. Open door.
I want to say a quick thank you to everybody tuning in today, spending your Friday afternoon or evening or wherever it is in your time zone. We were celebrating before that it's Friday. It's Saturday somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
It might even be Sunday somewhere. The world is weird. It actually might even be Thursday somewhere.
It means Monday is tomorrow. Sorry.
I have no idea how time zones work.
We're so far from Monday. It's
Don't say Monday's tomorrow. That we lose a whole weekend. We haven't even started it yet. You haven't even driven home.
I haven't even driven home yet. Oh, man.
All right, so what do we have to do to progress?
I don't know. Auxiliary power off. Okay.
There it is, the gameplay experts at IGN.com.
Not having no idea what we're supposed to be doing. Help people. Great. Get access. How do I do that? Turns on, blah, blah, blah. I need, okay. You're not telling me what to do. Awesome. Wait. Yeah. So there's the terminal. Auxiliary power off. Oh.
Yeah, can we tell Nick to do it?
Hey.
Hey,
I'm listening.
Go there.
I'm
can you
listening.
unlock that terminal?
Can do.
Hey!
Wow. I know how to beat this game for you.
I'll do it.
This one requires a.
I'm really good at computer stuff, so I'll take care of it from here. Thanks a lot.
Alexia, if this works, I love you. It didn't work. It changes nothing.
Melbu Frama says, IGN, there's a circuit breaker flashing in the background inside the security gate. See,
Okay.
this is what we have. We have eyes all over the world.
Yeah, that's why I asked, because the chat usually helps out.
Yeah.
I see nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What? You saw something sparking? Where? It's so dark. How did you see that? Thank God. Thank God for Alexia. Okay, let's do this. We're going into here. Oh my Lord! What is happening? What have you done, Alexia? You got the world. This guy's really cool looking. Oh, it's an awful lot of rats. Oh, Jesus. Good?
Something opened.
All right. We get to do it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we did good
That's what
today.
we're trying to do. So, now what we're going to do
Mhm.
is we're going to go into Dima's memories, which is the robot guy with curlers in his hair that you mentioned earlier. So, this is my first time doing it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but basically it puts the tools from the building
Mhm.
and it makes it where you have to get through this. So let's see, a defense thing. I don't know what that does. Maybe it's these little bug things. Can we use it to kill the bugs? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. The wires are totally weird and they pull in all sorts of different directions. I get real excited while I'm streaming. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna put this box here.
We're in Tron all of a sudden.
Yeah, Tetris Tron.
What?
Yeah. So we're gonna build a bridge for ourselves right there. Okay. Are those bad guys?
Are we in
don't know.
Cerebro?
But you
Let's
can't
see.
just retrieve
Put that there.
data yourself.
Is it gonna shoot stuff?
One of the
It does
programs
nothing.
loaded
Are we in
Okay.
Mega Man Battle Network?
is called the
What is happening?
So we need this green beam
They're
to. Okay,
represented
we'll
by
move
the
this.
friendly green sprite
If you're just tuning in, we're playing
around.
Fallout 4, I think. I looked down at my laptop for a second. I look back up and I'm like, what? We're in Minecraft.
Yeah, so it's like this super weird dream sequence we have to get through using the game's building tools. Move that.
Once they've
Put that
recovered all the data in the memory,
there.
the program
I don't know what I'm
will
doing.
translate it into something
It has
you
to go
can
that way.
understand.
How do I make that happen?
If you ever
Protect
need
the
to leave
decoder relay to
simulation,
hit the
then
firewall.
Don't worry.
Protect it from
Nothing
what?
gets reset. You can keep going from wherever you left off.
What?
I'm assuming he's telling us, but we're not listening because I don't care.
Good. You're across the gap.
Yeah.
But now you
Good
have
job,
to deal
Mark.
with the
You
security
did a really good job
systems.
putting the blocks inside the
That
puzzles like
red
I told you.
firewall is
I'm
blocking
gonna kill you
and
with my
your
mind.
indexers from reaching the data. Do you see
do
that
anything?
green beam of light?
I see it.
That's a decoder beam.
Okay.
It can destroy the firewall.
Okay.
You just need to direct the beam to its vulnerable spot.
This is so weird.
I don't know how to direct anything. Okay. I did that.
Wholesale Fail says, please tell me there are light bikes. I hope so. And Pig Sack says, where's Jeff Bridges?
I'm gonna put this. Did that work? Yeah, there we go. Woo! Ooh, I like the sound effect. Okay. So we're gonna take some boxes and build another bridge. This is really cool. This is very interesting. Oh, I hear things being shot.
The system has been alerted to your presence.
Oh, that's a bad guy.
Now
Oh,
things will
let's see
get
here.
very
Phew. Is it gonna shoot things?
You'll
Yeah,
need
look at
to
him go.
deploy defense
Awesome.
constructs against the system's active
So it's like a
countermeasures.
tower defense thing. Okay.
Yeah.
The
Let's
system's
see.
sentries
It
will
also
do
kind of reminds me of
everything
like
they
puzzles
can
in
to
Zelda
stop
where you
your
have to
indexers
get all the
from
light beams to
returning
mine.
to the access
Yeah,
point
yeah.
with the data.
Using like mirrors and stuff. Okay, I did it.
This really does not look like a Fallout game right now.
No.
I'm kind of amazed. Like, honestly, if it wasn't for the HUD, if I walked by your desk and you were playing this,
You would assume I was not playing
yep,
Fallout.
and you're like $50, if you can guess what game this is, you would get to keep that $50.
I've done the beam of light thing.
SPW Play says, is this how computers work on the inside?
There's just
I
somebody
think so.
rolling around in the
Yep.
middle. Just doing some stuff. I think did I build too many of those
Unauthorized
things?
indexer erased.
I did it. Right? Yeah! Here we go. What do I do? Retrieve. Okay. How do I do that? Use.
Sentry beginning erasure protocol against unauthorized indexer.
Oh, okay. So I'm just getting ahead of the game. Okay. I gotta let things do stuff. Gotcha. If I could shoot my own gun, I'd be real good. So I gotta use these little guns.
Sentry initiating erasure of intrusive indexer.
Okay. 60% retrieve memory. Use, against enemy. Okay.
This is a weird nightmare basketball.
Intrusive indexer eliminated.
He is. Okay. Oh, I gotta build a decoder relay.
Sentry
Okay.
has detected active intrusive program.
How to do it? Dude. This is real confusing.
Intrusive indexer detected.
I have too many.
This is crazy.
Yeah. Kind of cool if I knew what I was doing,
Intrusion detected.
but I don't.
Countermeasures initiated.
But it's still cool. Okay. So light beam goes there. Build this.
Beginning attrition of intrusive
Who's the
program.
hell? Son of.
I'm like completely enamored in how bizarre all of this is.
Yeah. What do you think, Alexio? You're the smart guy in the room. The rings?
Another
Those?
data block retrieved.
I don't know what they are. Yeah?
Uh-huh.
Beginning attrition of intrusive program.
Yeah, they don't do anything. Oh, I'm standing in it. Am I supposed to stand in it? Oh, I see. These things are traveling. Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, that's a better guess than we have.
Detected.
Okay. Oh, so it is like tower defense. So it's like, go little buddy. You can do it. He's like, I'm gonna make it. Here I go. Come on, little guy.
He's doing it.
He's going. I'll go with you. Not that I can actually protect you against anything, because I don't have a gun, because I'm in a memory. Here we go. No, go away, little red thingy. Get wrecked. Here we go.
Oh,
no.
He's getting
Oh,
shot.
No. Oh, no. They have
So
terrible
close.
aim.
Intrusive
Yes.
indexer erased
Made it.
from system.
80%. So I think we need a couple
Oh,
more.
here we go.
Unauthorized
These guys are
indexer
getting shot
erased.
at, though. Oh, no, they're good.
Cool. They're making it.
Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it.
Did it?
Oh,
Sentry
Are you
initiating
serious?
erasure of intrusive indexer.
Jesus Christ.
Intrusive indexer eliminated.
Well, so now it's just a sitting simulator.
yes.
Oh, but look at him go. He's much faster now. Here we go.
he was.
Go.
Come on, little man.
Intrusive
You do it.
indexer detected.
Come
No!
Oh,
What are you
no.
doing? Oh, there we go. He worked his
Wait, no,
life.
he just jumped off a different thing.
Here we go.
He's going.
Here we go.
Oh, he's zipping. He's
Yeah.
zipping.
Yeah.
Unauthorized
Woo! You did it! 100%!
Yes!
Yay!
Video games, how do they work?
Alexio
Now
knows.
have an access point into the next memory.
All
Just
right.
step into the data stream.
Will
where this
do.
Memory was stored.
So we got left. Okay, I think we got time for a few more. It's pretty cool.
Memory file identification
Okay.
0V-9AX0.
All right, here we go, little buddies.
Beginning playback.
All my little
Things
pals.
are not going well with Far Harbor. Several of my people have been assaulted.
Do you think this is underneath real Maine?
Interrogated for no reason.
If anybody lives in Maine,
Out of control.
start digging.
Yeah.
But there's
Start
still a
digging and
chance
let us
they
know.
can
Take
learn
some
We need,
pictures.
we need to figure this out.
We just
I
need
bet
one of
you're
their
gonna
own
go.
who's on our side.
Up there.
I can't let anyone know what I'm about to do. I'll need to set up the equipment far away from Acadia.
Oh,
It'll double as a place to bury the evidence.
okay. There's my green
Additional
bean.
location data appended. A makeshift medical facility underneath the VIM. Pop factory.
Yeah,
Coordinates
move that.
downloaded.
Yeah.
So
okay.
we got that going.
Now the green beam's way over there.
Green bean?
Green. That's some green beans. Okay. Take care of that. Oh. Oh, you're facing the wrong way. Get in there. The building has always been finicky. This game. Here we go. Come on. Yeah.
Okay.
We do it?
Now we're shooting the laser down here.
Okay.
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 Where'd it go?
Oh, it's right there. It's gotta go that way. How do I make
So
this
we gotta
happen?
build-
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, we're gonna build a little tower right there.
Okay.
Here they go.
Seems easy enough. Am I
Here's our
lined up?
little friends, our
Yeah.
little cockroach boys.
My mom used to call me and my brothers.
Cockroach boys.
And nailed it.
Wow.
Maybe.
If you're just tuning in, we're playing Fallout 4. Far Harbor, the new DLC that's out today. It's not all like this. Earlier, we were above land. We were fighting giant enemy crabs that live inside of buses.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of horrible ghouls and purple bears that try to kill us. We were running around Maine in the cold, disgusting wintertime.
It's been this stream. We've taken a walk.
Yeah, we've
We've
gone,
done all sorts of stuff.
We've done some strange, fun things together. So it's been very good. But if you are just tuning in, use the hashtag IGN Plays Live on Twitter to ask us questions, or you can check us out on Twitch or YouTube and
Yeah, we got
ask us
just
questions
enough
over there.
just enough time to answer a few more funny questions. And one more.
Apparently, we are on puzzle 2 out of 5 of The Matrix,
Oh, great.
and they are optional from here on out. You use them to unlock gear. So
Oh,
if you
okay.
like what you're seeing here, you can try this at home and get some cool stuff.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I imagine it gets very tough though.
Yeah.
Because this one already was a little bit of a. It wasn't too bad, but I am afraid to think of how hard it could get.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
These guys gotta
Okay.
get it together. Hey,
Okay,
come on.
we did it.
All right.
We did it. Let's go.
Get moving. Come on.
Probably gonna kill some bad guys here. Yep.
You think they're gonna start getting shot at?
Yeah, those guys over there, they're creeping. But there.
Oh, they don't seem to notice us. Oh,
No,
no, they're
right?
getting closer.
Data breach detected. Initiating anti-intrusion.
They weren't doing
countermeasures.
They weren't doing anything until I built the turrets.
Yeah.
Which means I'm the hostile one.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't think about it like that.
They're like, hey, fine. If you're gonna shoot us, we're gonna shoot you back.
Sentry initiating erasure of intrusive indexer.
Okay. Those are words that I don't know what they mean.
There are a lot of people in the Twitch chat talking about politics. Let me explain something to you. You're not going to change anybody's mind in the Twitch chat
Indexer detected.
to Fallout 4 Far Harbor. It's just
On-
like, it's the same thing as getting in an argument with somebody on Thanksgiving. You're just not going to change your mind
It's
there.
not gonna work.
It's not. Like, what you're better off doing is just
keep doing what you're
writing
doing.
a bunch of stuff on toilet paper and flushing it. I'm not saying that your opinions or
Intrusive
beliefs are wrong.
indexer
It's just a
detected.
tough spot to do it, you know?
Sure.
It's kind of like when you see a guy with a megaphone in the park,
Yeah.
and he's like, "You need to tell and that's why the world is getting." And you're like, "No, it's not working. It's not working."
You instant.
Yeah.
You the second you see that guy and you hear what he's doing,
Yeah.
you put the ignore on immediately.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
most people on the streets of San Francisco.
You do it's like the mute function on Twitter, but in real life.
Yeah.
You know?
You turn the blinders on, and you just walk to where you need to go.
Yep.
And that's how I get around San Francisco.
Ryan Sullivan says Brian only reads Twitch. He said that on YouTube. Ooh, busted! Got you!
That's what you get for making assumptions.
Hi, Ryan. Now we're here. We're in the building. We're everywhere.
We're chilling.
Mhm.
Got a few more minutes left.
Ask us a question on YouTube if you're in the YouTube chat. I want to say what's up to you.
Yeah.
What do you want to know? Do you want a personal question? We can talk about pizza. Talk about food. We can talk about Fallout. Anything you want.
We cannot talk about the Ninja Turtles. It would be a very one-sided conversation.
I can talk about the Ninja Turtles, and you can make hilarious observations based on what little you know, which is good.
That's good stuff. That's what IGN pays me for. To be just clueless. I need my own show where I just don't know anything.
No, we're definitely getting you on Up at Noon, and I'm going to show you Ninja Turtle stuff, and you're going to explain it to me.
I'm really worried about the stream. I'm like, yeah, that sounds super exciting. I hope the game's cool. Don't know anything about the Ninja Turtle. But like, it's cool. Well,
it's okay. I mean, you spent what did we do the math on? 320 hours you spent playing Fallout.
If I put that effort towards
Plus 2 today.
Ninja Turtle, yeah, I know, right? If I put that effort towards the Ninja Turtles, I'd be well versed.
Nerdy Gamer says, "Hey Brian, how are you? I'm good, man. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
This has been fun. I'm having a good time today with Mark. We're doing some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Mark and I don't get to spend a lot of time together because we have very different jobs here. But
Yeah.
stuff like this gets us thrown in together, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm all about collaborating with people at IGN as much as possible.
Who was it? Oh, Ryan McCaffrey described me as the Wizard of Oz at IGN. I'm just in the background, behind the curtain,
Yeah.
like doing stuff.
But you've been doing a lot of streams recently, which is cool because
Yeah.
you have a very good voice.
Oh, thank you. A lot of people say I sound like Seth Rogen, which is really weird because I don't think I sound anything like Seth Rogen.
I can't unhear that.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Word789 on YouTube says, IGN, what's your favorite Ninja Turtle? What's your favorite? Donatello? Yeah.
Donatello.
Raphael was always mine growing up.
Which one's Raphael?
Raphael, no, he's not the party dude. Michelangelo's the party dude. So like here, Raphael
Is
is
Michelangelo the purple one?
Use the data stream.
I need to know. I need to know these answers.
Oh man, you are not the IGN of Ninja Turtles. that's for sure.
I'm the comments.
Is Michelangelo the purple one when he drinks too much? Raphael is like sarcastic and snarky, and he gets pissed off and leaves every now and then
Okay.
comes back to save everybody. And I think that's kind of like who I am.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of my sort of snarkiness from Raph.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
Oh,
learned
awesome.
my like well-being party dude stuff from Michelangelo, my leadership from Leonardo, and my ability to break electronics from Donatello.
So you have the Ninja Turtles to thank to make you the man you are today.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
It's Bubbles says, "Hey Brian, would you like to hear a bit of my character's backstory?" It's Bubbles apparently wrote tons of backstory for his character in Fallout, which I think is super cool. I could be setting myself up here, and he might be just ready to type a whole bunch of horrible, racist, misogynistic stuff. But let's roll the dice and pretend he didn't. Yeah, it's Bubbles. Tell me about your character in Fallout. Now I have to wait for him to respond. It's weird. It's you know.
It's like this big delay.
Yeah.
What do we do while we wait?
Well, Matthew Martinez says, "What's your favorite settlement to hang out in Fallout?"
I don't really have one. The Sanctuary, just because I know where it is.
I like the baseball stadium. That was a cool layout.
Is that? Wait, which one's the baseball stadium? Wait, are you talking about Diamond City?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they mean settlement. Oh, well, I guess they could mean that. I thought they meant settlement you had to build.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
Diamond-
should build.
Diamond City's super
yeah.
Let's see here. We have a few minutes left on the stream. How long we got left?
15 minutes left in the stream.
So, let's go off topic a bit. Is that cool, Alexio?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
I haven't talked to you about the new Star Wars movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What are your thoughts so far?
Well, are you a Star Wars guy?
Oh, yes.
I thought you were gonna say no because I mean,
I'm just so unpredictable now.
what we've learned about your drive through pop culture on this show is that you were more on like one rollerblade than a large car.
than an actual.
Yeah,
vehicle.
you've cut through a very thin path. But did you grow up with Star Wars?
Yes.
Okay.
Love it.
Just the ones your mom had on VHS, or all three?
Yeah. So no. I wonder if anybody had that. I wonder if anybody, you like look in their cabinet. It's like,
Yeah.
you got Empire and like A New Hope, and it's like, where's Return of the Jedi?
Ooh, wow, that's crazy. He
haven't
found out
been
Darth Vader's his dad, and he lost his hand. Well, I guess that's the end of that story.
It's the end.
Sucks the bad guys won this round. Oh, well, nice having me, Star Wars. Or you watch Return of the Jedi, it's the only one. You show up and you're like, why did that man just come out of that wall
Who are these people?
blind?
Who's that big guy?
And why did the frog dude die and disappear?
This is what I was afraid of.
Who are these bears?
This is a nightmare now.
I mean, I think all of us were like, who are these bears when we watched Return of the Jedi? I
still
love those
love
little bears.
Do
I really
you?
do. Yeah, I do. I think Ewoks are great. People think Ewoks are like the original trilogy's version of Jar Jar Binks. It's not true. Ewoks are dangerous, murderous psychopaths.
Yeah.
The end of
They
Return of the Jedi.
They build all sorts of log traps.
Do you know what else they build? They build drums out of the skulls of stormtroopers, of the people they
Oh
kill.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, they're so cute. They're adorable. They're
Yeah.
little teddy bears meant to sell toys. No, they make musical instruments out of the dead.
People
Are you
don't
crazy?
People don't remember how dark that ending
Yeah,
was.
seriously.
It's supposed to be a happy moment. It's like, what if their skulls are still in there? They're like, why is that one? Why is that one more bassy than the other one?
All right, so let me ask you this: what did you think of the prequels? Did you see those?
So, oh yeah.
Okay.
So, I don't hate them as much as other people hate them.
Yes.
Only because when I grew up, I wanted to see what I think a lot of people wanted to see.
Right.
I wanted to see Anakin become Darth Vader. Right. I wanted to know who Darth Vader was before he became Darth Vader.
When did you want to know the answer to that question? Was it while you were watching Star Wars?
Well, I mean, do you remember the first time you watched Star Wars?
Yeah, of course I do.
I do not. I just remember they were movies my mom had, and I just remember watching them. I don't remember like this is the first time I have seen this. That doesn't exist for me. I just
Real quick, Word 789 says, who would win in a war? Ewoks versus Jawas. That's an awesome question.
You'd have to say Ewoks. Would
So,
Jawas
no.
just walk super slow?
So that was my gut reaction was Ewoks immediately. But then I'm thinking, like, when you remove the home turf advantage and you put them in an open area, and I don't
Oh
mean,
yeah,
like,
they're useless without trees.
Right, so-
and the little log things they
yeah,
made.
a lot of Ewok war style basically comes from prep, and it's
Oh,
getting
yeah,
in there-
yeah, of course.
Ewoks are a lot like Batman.
Yeah.
Only time I've ever said that sentence.
That's-
Batman gets somewhere and he scopes it out. He does detective work. He fixes it out. He sets up traps. He has things that can help him out. He's got things that he can call in.
Yeah, because the second you think you've won, all of a sudden,
Yeah.
2 giant logs come down and crush your
Right,
walker.
and beat your chicken car. Jawas are a little different because Jawas have guns, straight up.
Yeah,
Just straight
and
up
they have
guns.
like a droid army
They have a droid army.
that they're always trying to sell. But
But it's like a dollar store droid army.
yeah,
You know, like it's not the strongest thing in the world.
no, the red one blows up immediately
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Floor
New Hope.
Yep. So I think that that was really funny because it was sort of like you're leaving the store with something and it breaks and you're like, what? And they're like, no returns. Sorry about that.
I remember that was like the funniest thing when watching that movie. The little Jawa was like,
He's like, look, you break it, you buy it. I don't know what to tell you.
It's like, what do you mean? No. I want the blue one now. That was in the other movie.
So I want to say, okay, so I play Star Wars Battlefront, right? And in
Yeah.
that game, there's a gun that's basically the Jawa blaster,
What?
and you can one hit almost anybody in the game with it if you're close enough. Like,
Okay.
you can run up. The whole point of the gun is that it's incredibly powerful, incredibly short range. So
Okay.
you have to run up on somebody and then bop them, and then they're dead. Now, if you get that close to an Ewok, his only defense mechanism really is a spear, or maybe a slingshot, or
Yeah.
other rudimentary sort of woodsy weapons.
Well, and obviously the slingshots aren't always a great. Sometimes they backfire.
Yeah.
Remember, when he
Yeah.
hits himself off.
That said, I'd have to say that Jawas are probably on a base level weaker because they are
Yeah.
basically just like naked monster kids.
They look more frail
in garbage
when you
bags.
see.
Yeah.
when you see a Jawa in the wild,
Yeah.
which doesn't happen often in San Francisco, but it does happen.
Yeah. Now-
they look much more frail
Yeah.
than an Ewok.
Now we're ignoring the elephant in the room, and that's that Jawas have a tank that is the size of a building. it's the size of it's a land boat basically.
Yeah, the thing they drive.
Yeah, which is really awesome because they could retreat into it, open up a couple hatches, pop out some guns with some droids, and take out every Ewok trying to get into it. That's basically like their armory. There's no way anyone's getting into that.
Yeah, well,
Ewoks
I mean,
have a
remember the
treehouse.
Super Nintendo game?
Yeah.
And that was the second level, and that thing was multi-layered.
Yeah. I mean, that was also non-canonical because that game had a bunch of, like, Luke Skywalker fought bats.
Here we go.
Like, that never happened in the
He
film.
fell down holes in his land speeder.
Yep.
No, that was the second level. My bad. That stupid land speeder level.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff that happened in that game that wasn't really part of the films.
Yeah.
But I like your attitude.
I like your enthusiasm.
So where are we going on this one?
Dude, honestly, I'm just walking around. I'm going to see if there's some wildlife.
No, I mean, on our great debate.
Oh, so you the question was, hey, it's Megas. The question was, did you like the prequel? And so it's like, yeah, I did enjoy seeing Darth Vader becoming. I didn't like how quick it happened, like most of the world, where he just like, I surrender to your teachings.
Yep.
You're like, okay, that was fast. But I just don't think I hate Hayden Christensen as much as everybody else. So yeah, and then I thought like that some of the planets we got to see, like in Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, there were some like I think what is it, Camino?
Yeah, Camino
Is a really cool planet. I
that
think
like
that's,
ocean planet. Or
Yeah, it's one of the coolest sections in that entire thing. Even
Yeah.
though I'm not a Jango Fett guy, I think he's kind of like he's like a weird sports dad. I don't like his whole thing about like living on a planet with 200 versions of himself.
Yeah,
they all eat
that's-
lunch angrily downstairs,
That's really weird.
and he hangs out in a one-bedroom apartment with his son on some crappy rain planet. It's just like a weird thing to, I don't know. The whole thing's very strange. And
Sure.
also that they all became stormtroopers. They like retconned a lot of weird stuff in those movies that I was like, that I didn't need to know that.
Yeah.
It's why I like The Force Awakens, how they're basically like, here's the way stormtroopers work in our world now. We kidnap
well, 'cause-
children at a young age and force them to become stormtroopers.
Because now it makes you question how much in the original trilogy, how much of those stormtroopers are clones, how much of them are they don't sound like clones. When they do talk, they don't sound like clones.
No,
So,
not at all.
As a really weird thing to like, they're all clones, and you're like, that's weird.
So what'd you think of The Force Awakens?
Loved it.
Yeah, me
Thought
too.
it was really good.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's pretty much exactly what I wanted. It was that perfect sort of greeting between, what is that?
It is Angler. So I'll be
Is he throwing
honest.
turds at you?
Wouldn't you?
Oh, there's
Look
a
at
bunch
me.
of them. You're dead. You're going to get hurt.
There's no way. Got this.
There's no way.
Got this. I got my silencer pistol.
Wow, look at that
Thing's
thing.
always by my side.
It looks like a Zelda boss.
Look at that critical. With The Force Awakens,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be honest, I didn't love. It took me 3 showings to really fall madly in love with it.
Really?
Yeah, because I thought it was really samey with A New Hope.
Sure.
I thought it was a little too samey.
Yeah.
But,
I see those criticisms.
but then I heard J.J. Abrams' explanation of it, which
Mm-hmm.
was, we wanted to get people back on track with these Star Wars movies.
Yes.
They were so wild with the prequels that it's like, here we are, we're back, and to do that, they made it a little samey, and I accept that explanation. It made me like the movie a lot.
Right. Yeah, I'm with you on that. It was weird because when I've seen The Force Awakens 4 times now.
Yeah.
Probably almost 5. And the first time I saw it in theaters, I liked the first half way more than the second half because it felt so unfamiliar.
Yeah.
I mean, the first half of that movie is like you were dropped onto Jakku and you meet Rey for the first time, and she's scavenging for parts, and she has all these insane interactions with all these weird characters. And then there's this baton pass over to the Han Solo stuff, who basically brings you into the familiar in the movie, where now all of a sudden you're introduced to all these characters that you grew up watching.
Yeah.
And the second time I saw the movie, because the first half wasn't new to me anymore, I actually like the second half a lot better because that's when things really start to, the wheel really starts moving and turning, right?
Sure.
And everything starts going. The entire movie is essentially a MacGuffin plot to bring a lightsaber to Luke Skywalker.
Rey, and then eventually.
Yeah. So spoilers if you haven't seen it.
Sorry.
But I do like it and I appreciate it. I think it's a gorgeous movie. And actually, watching the documentary on it and the deleted scenes on it made me appreciate it even more because there's actually a lot of stuff that happened in the making of that movie I'll put it this way. That movie is a lot more malleable than I gave it credit for when I first saw it. I thought it was completely scripted out and completely locked in, but they actually found a lot of magic in the making of it.
Oh, okay.
That they kept. Like, there's a lot of scenes, a lot of interactions. The chemistry between Rey and BB-8 wasn't, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah, I know.
Wasn't immediately apparent, I think, and they ended up writing in more scenes.
Oh, okay.
Same with the chemistry between John Boyega and Daisy Ridley. You know, Rey and Finn. Harrison Ford hurt his leg.
Yeah.
And it gave them like a month to have those two characters just kind of hang out.
Yeah, I remember
scenes.
reading about that, where the chemistry wasn't quite there.
Yep.
And then because it was like a Millennium Falcon door, right? Like, it closed on his ankle.
Yep.
And then J.J. Abrams like broke his back trying to lift the door
Yep.
up, and so yeah, it gave him a month to like become true friends, and then it translates to what you see on screen.
Which I really like. I think that's awesome. All that stuff is super cool. I'm really excited for the next one because the director's done some great movies, which you should check out. The Brothers Bloom and what's the other one? It also starts with a B, but it's really cool. Yeah, he's done some cool movies, and I feel like it's going to start getting darker, and it's going to start heading and becoming its own universe.
That was another thing I was going to say is after watching the prequels, you know, Episode 3, for what it is, it's super dark.
Yeah.
If it's anything, it's dark.
Yeah.
And,
Pigsack says, I hope Salacious Crumb makes a return in the next film, or at least his son. Salacious Crumb died in Jawa's Palace. I think almost everyone died in Jawa's Palace. I think the Max Rebo band died in Jawa's Palace. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
You'd assume everyone's dead.
Alexia, our producer off mic, just said no. Like, he just got legit sad about that.
But yeah, so I guess when I watched the trailers for Force Awakens, it made it seem like it would be very dark, and then it was almost a comedy. And so at first I was like, but then I was like, you know what? I'll watch it again, and I'm like, this is hilarious. I think I was a little disappointed, but then when I was like, okay, this is not the darkness that they showed in the trailers. It is super lighthearted. And then I watched it again, and I'm like, you know what? This is hilarious.
So I think a lot of that is because, like, Kylo Ren as a villain was purposely sort of, like, underdeveloped. Like, that's the joke with him, or that's the plot with him and the story with him, is that he's not this badass dude. He's a cosplayer.
Right, and so I'm like, dude, this dude's going to he is going to wreck shop. And then when you watch it, almost Iron Man 3-ish, except for that Iron Man 3 was a complete joke.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, Kylo Ren isn't a badass.
Yeah.
He is. He's a cosplayer.
Yep.
Like, when what's his name? Han Solo comes up and he's like, take that mask off. You don't need it. And I'm like, I love that because he's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing a helmet? Like, he was embarrassed almost.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep. Yeah, it's really interesting to watch that. I think a lot of people were upset at first because he wasn't Darth Vader. And I was like, I think that's what makes him interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, because now he's just like so. I think he's just going to get crazier now.
Yeah, for sure. And that's going to be really interesting to watch.
Yeah. Very excited for it. I'm just killing the rest of the time on the stream, hunting. I mean, it's so beautiful. I just want to walk around. Like, I just don't even.
What were those guys over there? Oh, these.
Oh, it's like little deer. I'm just silence pistoling everything.
That's a long name.
A legendary devolved Radstad Doe.
Yep.
That's quite the name. Die. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, we just moved.
We did it. We're right here at the end of our stream, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. We did it.
We did it.
The last minute just went by.
Anyway, I'm Brian Altano, and this is Mark Medina, and you just saw 2 hours of Far Harbor, the new DLC out for Fallout 4.
I got about halfway through the main quest.
We did, yeah, man, that's awesome. We did some really cool stuff today. We fought a giant crab that lives in a bus.
Yep.
We just fought those gross dogs.
We went to Tron.
We solved 2 Matrix puzzles in Tron in Mega Man Battle Network.
That's right.
And we did it all thanks to our presenters, 5 Hour Energy, who have just been totally awesome for us. So go check out their stuff. I'm Brian, this is Mark, and this is IGN Plays Live. We do this so often all throughout the week, and you can tune in whenever. So thanks for watching on Twitter, on YouTube, on Twitch, on IGN, and all the other places you can get our stuff. Video games are awesome, and it's the weekend. So party hard and just have a great time, because this is a good time to be alive. Thank you so much for watching.
Goodbye, everybody.
We did it.